Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Welcome in, and here we go to start the second round of the NBA playoffs. The New York Knicks taking on the Boston Celtics in the 3 versus 2 seed matchup here in Game 1 of Round 2. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. It started off with this matchup tonight at the TD Garden, home of the Boston Celtics for Game 1 of this series. Celtics coming into this matchup tonight as an 8.5-point favorite tonight going into this game. And over-under set at around 212.5. What's good, everybody, for tonight here? Anastasia, Yosef, welcome back in. Daniel, Princess, Jocko, welcome in, everybody, tonight. It should be a fun, exciting series up ahead. Everybody's healthy. Nobody on the injury report. Everybody for both of these teams good to go tonight. Celtics perfect in the regular season against New York. Boston went 4-0 in the regular season. 3 of those 4 wins are by double-digit points for the Celtics. They started off this season smashing the Knicks in the season opener back on October 22nd, 132-109. February 8th, Celtics went to New York, won by a large margin, 131-104. And then it went back to Boston on February 23rd. Celtics won by 13, 118-105. But last time they met up, it was the closest it was ever been. Overtime win for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown only had 6 points, played in 22 minutes, was dealing with a knee injury, getting shots at that time. He is very, very close, if not 100% right now for Jaylen Brown going into this series. Drew Holiday, he is good to go. And he'll be playing tonight as well, as everybody's fully healthy for both of these teams. What's good, everyone? Yosef, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Narrative for the Knicks. They just haven't been able to beat good teams, haven't been able to get signature wins. 0-10 record against the 3 teams with 60 victories that they played this season. They got swept all 4 times against the Celtics and the Cavs. They went 0-2 against OKC in the regular season, and they have a 15-23 record against teams with a 500 winning percentage or greater. That record is worse than the Hawks, who have 18 wins and 25 losses, and also they have 1 fewer win against teams with a 500 winning percentage than the Mavs, who have 16 wins this season. So the Knicks have been dominating teams that had terrible records this year, but against teams that's been the top of the league, they've really struggled against those teams. And also, Celtics get a pretty favorable matchup in their favor for this series, I feel like. The Achilles heel for the Knicks, that has been perimeter defense. They rank 26th in the NBA at defending the 3-ball, allowing opponents to shoot 36.7% for the perimeter. The Celtics, they lead the league in 3-point makes per game, averaging just under 18 made threes per game. Now, the last game, Game 5 to the series, Celtics against Magic, that was the total opposite. Boston started off 0 for 6 from the perimeter, but then they started to get their wheels going, and they were making shots left and right from the outside. They were going into the paint constantly in that first half. So we'll see what happens here. Jason Tatum's been on an incredible run, averaging 31.3 points per game in the playoffs. I'll get to him in just a moment here. He's averaging even better points per game against the Knicks, 33.5 points per game against the Knicks. New York's going to have to play a perfect game tonight in order to win. That means Jalen Brunson's going to have to go for at least 30. Karl-Anthony Towns, who's averaging just 19.8 points per game. That's 5 points lower than his season average. The lights could look like they're too bright in this series. Porzingis, he should have no issue going up against Cats, as the physicality is going to be much, much less compared to the Orlando Magic. It's going to be a much softer series dealing with the physicality for Porzingis with his matchup. And Karl-Anthony Towns, he's going to have to show up if the Knicks at least want to make this a series, because he's averaging 5 points lower per game in the regular season on average against the Celtics. When he's played the Celtics, the lights might be way too bright once again in this playoffs for Cats. And Mikal Bridges, he has got locked up as well. Celtics have one of the top defenses in the league at defending opposing wing players, and they locked up Mikal Bridges all throughout the course of the season, held him to under 14 points per game on the average, on just 43% shooting and 32% from three. That is well below his 17.6 points per game average and 50% shooting from the floor. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Pringle, welcome back in. Jeffrey, welcome in. Best of luck there for 2 baseball games. Hopefully you'll get those games in. It's been rainouts constantly. Hopefully the weather will start to turn for the better coming up later this week. I think it will by Mother's Day, but I think it's supposed to be rainy like throughout the course of this week, like from now all the way through like Saturday or so. I'm going, you guys know who I got for tonight here. I'm going Celtics. Make sure to vote in that poll who you guys like to win this one. I think the Celtics can cover this game tonight, the 8.5 point spread. I actually took player props though for this game, so this is what I got tonight for my top 5 picks. I actually did 5A, 5B, so there's actually 6 picks here. Jason Tatum over 27.5 points. Really like Tatum. He's on a roll in these playoffs, looking unstoppable, averaging 31.3 points per game in the playoffs. He's averaging 36 points per game in the last 3 games in the playoffs. He's averaging 33.5 points per game on 54% shooting, 48% from 3, and averaging 5.5 made threes in the 4 games against New York this season. Jason Tatum over 5.5 assists tonight. He's averaging 7 assists per game against the Knicks this season. He's coming off a 10 assist game a week ago in Game 5 against Orlando. He's got at least 6 assists or greater in the last 10 of the 15 games. Derek White over 4.5 assists. He's averaging 6 assists against the Knicks this season. He's recorded at least 5 assists in the last 13 of the 15 games. Porzingis over 17.5 points. Last time he stepped in the court against the Knicks, his former team, he dropped down 34 points on 8 made threes back on April 8th. And then 5A and 5B is Peyton Pritchard on a very, very low player prop at just 7.5 points. The sixth man of the year, doubled that this season, averaged 14 points per game in the regular season, averaging above 9 points per game in the playoffs. Much favorable matchup for Pritchard going into this matchup here. I like him to go well over that 7.5 point player prop. He had an excellent game 1 against the Magic to begin that series. I think he's going to have an excellent game 1 tonight, and over 1.5 made threes. That is just take them all right there for Peyton Pritchard. That is unheard of, that his player props at over 1.5 made threes at minus 120 tonight. It should be at 3.5. Peyton Pritchard should be able to splash at least 3 threes, counting 4+ in this game. Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Karl-Anthony Towns, the starting 5 for New York, going up against the Celtics starting 5. Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Kristaps Porzingis. This is going to be a really quick tip-off here. Celtics, white jerseys, green numbers, green letters. TNT game means we get a quick tip-off, slightly 5 or 6 minutes past the top of the hour. Knicks go with the blue jerseys for this matchup. Orange numbers, orange letters. Celtics with the home white jerseys for tonight's matchup. Green numbers, green letters. This game taking place at the TD Garden, game 1 of the series. If you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Here we go. Type in the chat who you guys got to win this one tonight here. Celtics or Knicks. Let me know out in the chat what you guys like. How many games this series is going to go as we are underway as Tatum took a quick 3 up the floor, missed it off the front rim. Brunson attacks baseline, guarded by Holiday. Bounce pass off the Hart. Josh Hart outside, sends it over to Cats. I like the Celtics in 5 in this series. Cat defended by Tatum at the top. Moves it off the Bridges. Jumper to elbow. Bridges off the rim. Short and tipped in, though, for 2 by Josh Hart. So the Knicks respond first. Josh Hart able to get the tip in for the first basket today. Celtics possession number 2. Jaylen Brown brings it up the floor. Jaylen at the left wing. He's defended by Josh Hart. Slides it off to Tatum. Tatum at the edge of the midcourt logo. Tatum top of the key. Entry pass lob off to Porzingis. Porzingis puts it up. Got it blocked. Got it back. Porzingis triple team. Kick out corner. Open 3. Derek White. Swash. White from the corner drills the jumper. And Mikal Bridges right now in a little bit of pain, hobbling. They're not deep. The Knicks rank 30th in the NBA, dead last in bench points. Mikal Bridges, 52 seconds into the game, is hobbling right now. Not a good sign for the Knicks here, Carly, with one of the thinnest rosters in the NBA. Brunson at the right wing. He's defended by Holiday. Bounce pass over to Cat. Cat, right baseline jumper, floats up the runner. That's not even close, resulting in an air ball. Struggling with the physicality and the size of Porzingis right now. Celtics with it. Corner 3. Derek White keeps on shooting. Missed it off the back rim. No good. Rebound secured by Hart. Knicks have it up the floor. Hart swings it outside to Bridges. Bridges, cross-court pass deflected off the fingertips of Holiday. Sailed into the backcourt. 14 on the shot clock. Knicks pick up the possession. Anunoby dribbles up here to the left elbow. Anunoby dish outside to Hart. Hart drives at Porzingis inside the key. Try to go backdoor. Sneaks around Porzingis and he scores. Up and in. It's through for 2. 4-3 right now for the Knicks. Josh Hart with all 4 points to begin this game. Brown outside to White. He's aggressive. He takes the 3. Missed off the back rim. No good. Porzingis tips it up over to Brown for the defensive rebound. White, Rudder, White fouled. And Derek White, wow, he's usually the one that comes in clutch late in the game and makes a lot of big shots late. He is aggressive right now, seeing a lot of open gaps. And when he's seeing a lot of open opportunities, he is shooting. And not a good sign for the Knicks because Derek White, if he keeps on being unguarded, he's going to make those shots left and right as we get throughout the course of this game. 2 free throws here by White. First one's good. All 4 points on the board so far for D. White. All 4 points on the board so far for the Knicks through Josh Hart. Celtics are 20-4 in their previous 24 playoff games. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Second free throw by Derek White, right down the middle. Celtics with a 1-point lead, 5-4. Knicks with possession. Brunson crosses the midcourt logo. He's defended by Holiday one-on-one. Switch tier guarded by Porzingis at the elbow. Outside finds Hart. Jumper over Porzingis. No good. Around the rim and out. Ripped away in the glass there. It's Derek White who controls the defensive rebound. Positive impact so far to begin this game for D. White. Tatum on top. Entry pass down low to Porzingis. Held up. No call with the referees. And it's a turnover. So Jason Tatum airmails the pass. Uncatchable. According to the refs, they're off the entry passes. Porzingis got held up, but referee is letting them play physical right now as the Knicks held up Porzingis, and Porzingis couldn't move off his spot. Mikal Bridges at the top working on White. Away from the basketball, Jaylen Brown picks up a foul. So this stops the clock here. 9:32 left to go in the opening quarter. Knicks coming off a 6-round victory over the Pistons. In Game 6, they won that. 4-2 in that series. Bridges circles around. Bridges moves it outside off to Brunson. Rudder. Brunson. Swash. Jalen Brunson going to get his buckets in the series. He's averaging 26 points per game in the series. Depends on who else steps up. Bad pass by Derek White. Jumping to read this. Bridges, who came up with an interception. Hart up the floor, finds Bridges sprinting. Past the defense. Huge rejection by Derek White. Here goes the Celtics up the floor. Holiday takes the 3. Off the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound as Jaylen Brown goes up, gets fouled. It's on Josh Hart over the back on the loose ball rebound foul. Derek White led all guards in the NBA this season. The blocks per game, comes out with a big one there in the first 3 minutes of action, denying Mikal Bridges off the bottom part of the glass. We can sense already this game could very well belong to Derek White tonight. Jaylen Brown's going to shoot 2 free throws, actually. That was on the tip-in attempt on the over-the-back foul. So Brown will shoot 2 shots at the line. First one's good. If you're doing a stream or just getting started tonight, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Got 30+ watching. Let's keep on going, everybody. Let's keep on growing tonight. Second free throw here for Jaylen Brown, and that one's no good off the mark. Missed it around the rim and out. Knicks with possession. Josh Hart crosses midcourt. Hart takes it up to the right elbow. Hart looking to move it back outside to the perimeter. He does. Into the hands to Brunson. 10 on the shot clock. Jalen Brunson, the right baseline dribble. Guarded by Holiday. Puts the shot over him. No good. Offensive rebound. Putbacks there, though, as nobody was able to box out Cat. Porzingis forgot his assignment there. Karl-Anthony Towns with an easy putback. 8-6 for New York. Celtics with possession. Tatum. Yet the score so far in the first 3.5 minutes. Looking to change that right here. Dribble. Drive. Right down the lane inside. He gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up. Celtics targeting the Knicks early on in this game. Karl-Anthony Towns picks up his first personal foul. 2 free throws coming up for Tatum. New York in quite a bit of foul trouble right now. 1 personal foul each by Towns, Brunson, and Hart. That's 3 as a team. Celtics with just 1 so far charged to Jaylen Brown. So the Celtics are inching closer to getting into the bonus very early in this game. Tatum, 2 free throws. First one, no good. Kaboinked it off the back rim. Trying to get that rust out of their system. They hadn't played in a week. Not like themselves. Jason Tatum was a perfect 37 for 37 on his last 37 free throw attempts until he just missed that one. Second free throw is good. 1-point game right now with under 8.5 left to go in the first. Knicks with possession. Brunson crosses midcourt. Both of these teams trying to get a feel to begin this series right now. Top of the key with Cat. Cat's defended by Tatum 101. Slides it off the Hart. Porzingis playing back on the Hart. Handoff Brunson. Brunson takes on Brown. The 5 in the shot clock. Brunson bounce pass. Intercepted by Tatum. Tatum out to the races. Spin cycle. And he draws the foul. That's on Josh Hart. It's already their 4th personal foul as a team with 8:06 remaining in the quarter. Terrible, terrible start for the Knicks. I don't care that they're up by 1 right now. They're the thinnest bench in the NBA, and already their starters are racking up fouls. Josh Hart with his 2nd personal foul. 2 fouls committed by Hart, 1 each by Towns and Brunson, the top 2 players on the team. Inbound goes to Porzingis. 1 more, the Celtics will be in a bonus as we're 4 minutes into this game right now. Tatum at the top of the key, takes the 3 over Cat off the back rim, no good. A rebound controlled by Brunson. Knicks with possession, crossing midcourt with Hart. Hart, top of the free throw circle, jumper, what was that? Sails out of bounds. That was in between a jumper and a pass as Cat was underneath the rim. A huge miscommunication there between Hart and Towns as that sailed around a foot below the net. And it looks like it was intended as an entry pass, resulted as an air ball shot by Josh Hart. That was terrible. Why are you trying to force an entry pass? The Cat there as he's double teamed by Tatum and Porzingis. It makes no sense right there. Terrible start for the Knicks. They are up 8-7. The reason why I'm saying that is because Josh Hart has 2 personal fouls in the first 4.5 minutes. Tatum takes the 3 and makes the 3 from downtown. Bang, bang for JT. 10-8 here for the Celtics. Watch for the run right now as Josh Hart substituted out of the game. Brunson gives up a 2 for a 3. Quarter 3 is good by Miles McBride. 11-10 for New York. Jalen Brunson pulling a Ben Simmons right there, but it works out in their favor. Tatum guarded at the left wing perimeter. Drives on Cat to the elbow. Up fake. Tatum leans forward. Tatum. Oh, he got fouled. 2nd personal foul of the night by Karl-Anthony Towns. Tom Thibodeau can't believe the call right now. Oh, yeah, the Knicks are toast in game 1. The Knicks are already toast. 2 personal fouls by Cat. 2 personal fouls by Hart. These guys are in deep foul trouble. Not even 5 minutes into this game right now. This is going to be 3 free throws coming up by Tatum. He got fouled by Cat on a 3-point shot attempt. Tatum with 3 free throws at the line. First one, good. 11-11. The Naja player, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, this is a quick start. Monday and Wednesday, 2 quick starts in the series with a 7 o'clock start time. 2nd free throw by Tatum. That one is no good off the back rim. Celtics leaving a couple free throws off the board all of a sudden. Celtics have already attempted more free throws than Golden State throughout the entire night last night. Celtics right now they're 5 for 8 at the free throw line. Golden State, I believe, yesterday attempted just 6 total shot attempts in their win against Houston. 3rd free throw here, coming up for Tatum. And it's good. Tatum goes 2 for 3 at the free throw line. He came into this game a perfect 37 for 37 at the free throw line in the 3 games previous to that against the Magic. Miles McBride, 7 minutes left to go in the first. Dribbles up to the elbow. Jumper deep 2. Off the rim, no good. Tipped up to Brown for the defensive rebound. By the way, Celtics are already in the bonus. Knicks with 5 personal fouls this quarter already. Tatum outside, finds Brown, steps into a 3. Off the rim, short to rebound. Hauled in by McBride. McBride up the floor playing with Brunson, Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Mitchell Robinson as the 3-point shot was off the mark. No good by McBride. Here goes Tatum behind the defense, and he dunks it down with a 2-handed flush. Jaylen Brown with a full court outlet pass. Jason Tatum's on a generational run in these playoffs. Timeout taken to the floor by New York. First player prop of the night. Kaboom. It was this one. Number 1, Jason Tatum over 27.5 points. Jason Tatum has put his mark against the Knicks all throughout the regular season. Put his mark against the Magic, dropping down 35, 36, and 37. In his last 3 games, Tatum's averaging 36 points per game in the previous 3, 31 points per game in the playoffs, and averaging 33.5 points per game against New York in the 4-game series this season. Jason Tatum already has 8 points so far to opening quarter. 6:29 left to go in the first as Tom Thibodeau burns a timeout. Celtics right now with a 3-point lead. It feels like it's more like 15 right now because the foul trouble has been out of hand for New York. They're just not a deep team. Celtics are getting New York way away from the game and their style that they want to play. New York's getting frustrated with the calls that's been made by the referees so far. You gotta realize that you gotta quit complaining, stop complaining, and play on. Usually the games get refereed in the favor of the home team, and they allow these teams to play physical. Celtics are playing physical basketball right now. Porzingis altering shots to the rim. Derek White had a huge rejection from behind on Bridges, and the Knicks, they don't like to be pushed around. Karl-Anthony Towns is really, really soft. They should ship him up to the Vermont Teddy Bear Factory to make a teddy bear replica out of Cat over there because he plays the game really, really soft. And right now he's got 2 personal fouls. Complaining about the calls, Josh Hart's got 2 fouls, 1 foul charged to Jalen Brunson. So not a good start for New York that they're already committing. They're over the limit in the quarter, not even midway into the quarter, and the Celtics are already into the bonus, getting these guys into foul trouble. Yeah, I've got the Celtics in 5 in this series. Corey, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, bud. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe as we're on the timeout currently. Jason Tatum, another really great start for him. 8 points in 5 minutes. Yeah, looks like he's going to go off for another 30-point game tonight. Derek White with a great start, too. He's got 5 points, plus a block. Jaylen Brown with 3 rebounds, had that full court outlet assist off the Tatum for the slam dunk. And Porzingis got 2 rebounds so far, so really, really good start here for Boston. And both of these teams just trying to get a feel against one another, and that's not a good sign for the Knicks because the Celtics, once they start knocking down shots, there's a lot of gaps out there. Watch out because they can take this game by storm. This is really not a good sign for New York because Boston's deep. Once they get guys like Cornette, Pritchard into the game, they have the chance to start to run up the score, go off. And the Knicks, they're going to be logging in minutes, 35, 40, 45 minutes for their main guys in this series. They don't play many players off the bench. It could be taxing. It could take a toll on them, especially coming off a physical series against the Pistons that they got taken into 6. (14-11) right now. Celtics by 3 coming back from the timeouts. Marcus, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. My day went pretty well. Gabriel, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, bud. Knicks will get the inbound in their front court. Bridges on the floor with Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, Jalen Brunson, and Miles McBride. Cats on the bench currently with 2 personal fouls. Robinson shovels off to Brunson. Brunson's guarded by Horford. Horford, White, Porzingis, Tatum, and Brown. That's the 5 in the court currently for the Celtics. Step back 3 here by Brunson. Left it off the rim short. Jaylen Brown soars up and collects the defensive rebound. Celtics by 3 and with the basketball. Jaylen Brown at the right wing. Bounce pass Porzingis, top of the key. Porzingis looking for an open man, slides it off to his left to Tatum. Tatum, 10 in the shot clock. Tatum dribbles towards his left around the perimeter. Shot clock's down to 6. Tatum jacks up the 3 over Robinson, and he sticks it. Jason Tatum has the same amount of points as the Knicks have on the scoreboard. 11 right now for Tatum. 5:45 left to go in the first. No answer for JT. Brunson, edge of the midcourt logo, defended by Horford. Switch to your guarded by Porzingis. Slides it off to the corner. Anunoby with a 3. Connects on it. Back to a 3-point game. That was a huge triple there made by OG. Arcel, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Oh, yeah. Been ready for it this season. Picked the Celtics to go all the way once again in my bracket. I get Celtics over OKC in the finals. As Tatum bounce pass off the Porzingis. Got it stripped, lost it inside the key, and Knicks collect the steal. Miles McBride here at the top. McBride takes the 3 over Porzingis, and he sticks it. 17-17 showing heart right now off the bench. Miles McBride with a big-time 3. Down to 5 minutes left to go in the first. Derek White, cross-court pass off to Porzingis. Porzingis guarded by Robinson at the top. Slides it off to White. White, dish outside off to Tatum. Tatum working on Jalen Brunson here. 8 on the shot clock. Outside finds White. Catching fire at the TD guarded logo. No good. Offensive rebound right back to Horford. New 14 on the shot clock for the Celtics. Tatum dribbles up to the elbow. Rise and fire of a smaller Brunson. He got it. Jason Tatum, a legendary run in these playoffs right now. Playing with a big-time chip on his shoulder. Looking to prove Steve Kerr the doubters wrong. He's got 13 points in this opening quarter. Brunson weaves his way inside the key. Outside to the top, McBride. Push pass over to the right wing. Check that. I got the wrong score on the board. It's 17-17, 19-17 as the Knicks just buried a 3. Yep. 20-19 right now. Knicks with a 1-point advantage. I think I typed in the 3 because Tatum's got 13 right there. Brown on the corner. Jaylen Brown dribbles up here to the elbow. Brown bouncing bodies right over to McBride. Took the shot for the mid-ranger. Missed off the rim, no good. A rebound controlled by Robinson. Knicks by 1 with possession here. Down another 4 minutes left to go in the first. OG straight away off the back rim, no good. A White. Saw to a great start so far. Controls the defensive rebound. Derek White padding the stat sheet so far to begin this game right now. 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 block. As Porzingis down low, missed the first shot, missed the second one, tipped around. Brunson controls the long rebound. Porzingis, you got to finish that right there. He had 2 chances in the size advantage at the rim. Brunson bounce pass. Anunoby kicked it. Sails out of bounds. Turnover Knicks. Yeah, that will benefit the Celtics right there with that turnover because we've been going back and forth, back and forth. It's just finishing at the rim. That's the thing that they have to do better right now. They've had a couple of chances to finish better at the rim, and they haven't been able to finish those. It's very odd to see that Boston's down by 1 here. It's basically all Tatum. They got to get other guys involved. 13 by Tatum, 5 by White. Nobody else has been able to score a field goal so far this game. Luke Cornett, though, checks on the floor for the first time today. Top 5 in the NBA in box plus minus in the plus column for Luke Cornett in the regular season. White, top of the key, has an opening. Takes the 3, no good. Shoved in for the 2-hand putback slam by Luke Cornett. Right on cue there for Big Luke. Celtics by 1. 3 minutes left to go in the first. Robinson, hand off to Anunoby. Dish down low as that pass sailed off the front iron and it ricocheted over to Tatum with the basketball. Tatum finds White. Had Horford wide open inside the key. Now covered by Robinson. Out to the perimeter, back to Tatum. Tatum's going to slow it down. 12 in the timer. Horford sets the screen. Tatum towards his right. Frees up Tatum for an open 3. Off the back heel, no good. A rebound secured here by New York. Cameron Payne. Left base on Jibba, former Phoenix Sun. His pass broken up. Intercepted by Luke Cornett with a steal. Celtics with possession up by 1 here. Peyton Pritchard, first time on the floor tonight. Pritchard lobs it off to Tatum at the elbow. Tatum double team. Tatum leaner. Tatum left it short. Tipped up to Payne for the defensive rebound. New York up the floor. Has it with McBride. McBride on the court with Payne. Mikal Bridges, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby. We get a reach and fall here. Charge to the Celtics, stopping the clock with 2:07. What's good, Virgilio? Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, man. We also get a timeout taken as well here by Joe Mazzulla. So Joe Mazzulla burns the first timeout of the Celtics tonight as we head over to the timeout. 21-20, 1-point lead for the Celtics. Good start here for Boston. Just going to get other players to step up. Tatum's carrying right now. 13 points by Tatum. 2 steals for JT in 10 minutes. Shooting 4 for 7. Knicks have 0 answers to defend Tatum. 5 points by Derek White. Jaylen Brown's got, he's made a free throw, but he's got 4 rebounds. And then Luke Cornett had that putback slam, so he's got 2. Porzingis with 4 rebounds as well. Knicks led by OG Anunoby, 6 points for him, 6 points off the bench by Miles McBride. Josh Hart with 4, Jalen Brunson. Cat, though, limited so far this game to just 2. Cat's been on the bench for a while with those 2 personal fouls, so foul trouble has been an issue early on for the Knicks. They haven't picked up a foul, though, in the last, 4+ minutes. Arku, welcome back in. Yep, I got Celtics and Thunder in my bracket to face each other in the finals. Good start here so far. Really close competitive game, which is good. Holiday got the start. He's been on the bench for the last couple minutes, but good to see that he's back in the lineup. So Drew Holiday's played 5 minutes so far. Yet to record anything statistically wise, but he's played 5 minutes to begin. What's good, Adele? Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. It's actually the Knicks right now that lead bench point 6-2. So we'll see if that plays it's the course of the way out or so, because the Celtics have been so deep this year. They've got guys in and out of the lineup, but they've been winning a bunch of games this year because they were just so deep in the rotation. Celtics by 3 in the glass, 14-11, 7-2 with offensive rebounds. They've done a really good job so far with second chance opportunities. Let's see here. 4 offensive rebounds by Porzingis. Usually I don't talk about him being like a solid rebounder, but the Knicks are forgetting to box out the 7'3" big boy tonight, as Porzingis got 4 of those offensive rebounds out of the 7, and then an offensive rebound each by Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, and Luke Cornett. Luke Cornett had that putback slam on that offensive board. Yeah, Jaylen Brown's playing big tonight too. He's around 6'6" or so for Jaylen Brown. His rebounds, he's got a ton of height on those rebounds so far. We're seeing him just soar up over the top of the defense. He already has totaled 4 rebounds to begin this game. I believe his player prop's around 5.5 for rebounds. So he's got 4 rebounds so far this opening quarter. (21-20), 2:07 left to go in the first. Jalen Brunson right now is on the bench. Cat is back on the floor here for New York. It's Anunoby, Cat, Mikal Bridges, Miles McBride, and Mitchell Robinson, the 5 in the court currently for New York. New York with a possession going left to right on the floor. Entry pass off the Cat, double team by Horford and Cornett. And Celtics get called in a reach and foul. That is charged to Al Horford. Drew Holiday back on the floor. Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday, Peyton Pritchard, Luke Cornett, Al Horford. The 5 currently on the court for the Celtics. Inbound goes to McBride. McBride guarded by Tatum around the perimeter. Lobs over to Cat here. Working at the left wing on Horford. Up fake. Drives into Horford inside the key. Cat floats up the shot. Got it. Off the glass, up and in as the Knicks take the lead 22-21. Well, not really much you can do about there. That's just a strong offensive play by Karl-Anthony Towns. Holiday dribbles up to the low block, circles his way around, gets past the defense, blew the layup though. Gets right past Mitchell Robinson, couldn't finish from point-blank range there for Drew Holiday. Celtics having a tough time finishing at the rim and making free throws. They should be up by more than what they're trailing by 1 currently. Cameron Payne, guarded by Horford around the perimeter. Minute 20 left to go in the first. Right baseline dribble, Payne going up, and did he get Horford once again here? Yeah, they got Horford again and another foul. That's on Horford, so it wasn't a clean deflection on the shot attempt there. It was very close to the baseline. Now Horford picks up his second personal foul off the bench. So 2 free throws here at the line for Cameron Payne. The first one is no good. Pinballed out. We're just getting started tonight. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Knicks currently up by 1 at this moment. Payne just missed the second free throw. Both teams right now in the bonus. 22-21. Celtics back with the basketball. Pritchard towards his left around the perimeter. Lob to the wrong player as we do have a delayed whistle. Cat came up with a steal. It was not clean though, as Payne Pritchard's lob got sent directly over to Cat. There was a foul on the pass. It is charged to Cameron Payne. So this will send Payne Pritchard to the free throw line. 2 shots right now in the bonus. First free throw. That's good. Tied up. Vegas, welcome back in, man. Payne Pritchard's player prop. No, this was not a joke. I'll put it up here once again. Number 5. His player prop for points was at 7.5 for the over-under tonight. His 3-point player prop was at just 1.5 made threes for him. He's already got 2 off the bench as he buries both the free throws. Final minute left to go in the first. Knicks with possession. Celtics pick up a foul. That's charged to Cornet. Choppy start here to this game. Mitchell Robinson, I mean, that's not a bad foul to get a 50% free throw shooter. 2 opportunities right now at the line. We saw what happened with Golden State Houston back on Friday. Steven Adams went 9 for 16, got hacked in that fourth quarter multiple times. First free throw was missed by Robinson. Knicks having a tough time making free throws. Right now, New York is 4 for 7 at the free throw line. Celtics are 8 for 11. Second free throw by Robinson, and that's no good as well. He missed it short. They go empty. 4 straight missed free throws in a row. Pritchard up the floor. Pritchard takes the 3. Makes the 3 from downtown. Bang, bang by Payne Pritchard. That's already 5 points right now in the opening quarter for Payne Pritchard. How in the world was his player prop at 7.5 points tonight? Handoff goes to Bridges around the perimeter. Bounce pass over to Cat. 45 seconds left to go. Cat fires a bullet down low off to Anunoby. Trying to throw a slam dunk over Cornet. And Cornet blocked him as the Knicks came back with a basketball. And Cornet picks up a reach and foul. Luke Cornet met at the mountaintop as he denies OG Anunoby at the rim. Luke Cornet telling OG, oh yeah, baby, meet me at the summit. Taking you right to the top of the Great Blue Hill, and I'm going to deny you, and that's what happened right there. First free throw is good by Robinson. Going to have 2 shots here at the line. Knicks struggling right now at the free throw line. 5 for 9. A lot of foul trouble. Not a good sign for the Celtics now. They're double bigs. Luke Cornet, Al Horford, both with 2 personal fouls. Cat's got 2 fouls alongside Josh Hart. Second free throw is no good. Dreadful start for the Knicks. 5 for 10 on free throws. Tatum steps into a 3. Tatum takes it, and it's off the back from no good. Battle for the rebound. Hauled in by the Knicks here. 20 seconds left to go to close out the end of the quarter. New York's going to slow down tempo. Cameron Payne at the right wing. Payne, they have no clue what they're running offensively, trying to signal the offense. Lob goes to the elbow off to Cat. Cat backs his way into Holiday here to the mid-block, draws the double team. Cat, flustered by the physicality, blocked by Cornet, got fouled. Who is this on? Cornet was in the area. Horford was in the area. Holiday was in the area. That is on Cornet. That's his 3rd. Oh, boy. That looked pretty clean. That looked really, really clean in the block, and the referees rolled it. 2 shots here, the shooting foul charged to Cornet. Karl-Anthony Towns, 2 free throws. Oh boy, 3 personal fouls with still 3 quarters left to go. And Joe Mazzulla loves to run the double big lineup. We might see a little bit more of Neemias Queta getting some playing time tonight. First free throw is good. Not a good sign right now. Luke Cornet in a lot of foul trouble, and Joe's going to have to play Porzingis much more than what's been anticipated because Cornet's already got 3 fouls. Second free throw, got it. 1-point game right now, 26-25. Celtics get the inbound with a whole rash of foul issues so far to begin this game. Tatum, spin cycle at the top. Tatum trying to slice defenders, got his dribble pickpocketed. Cat takes it a distance if they count it, as he throws it down with a 2-handed slam right at the buzzer, and I do not believe that he will get credit for this slam dunk. Right now, the score stays the same, 26-25. Karl-Anthony Towns, the steal, the Euro step, the dunk. No, that did not count. That did not count. Not aware of where the buzzer was. And Karl-Anthony Towns, his slam dunk around a half second too late. As we close out the end of the first quarter, the score stays the same, 26 Celtics, 25 Knicks. Crushing for New York because they left off multiple free throws off the board. They just left off a open slam dunk and transition off the board that they couldn't attempt a split second sooner. And for the Celtics, it was a great start. They put New York into foul trouble, and now the Knicks have put the Celtics back into foul trouble while the Knicks have been able to stay away from foul trouble. So it's concerning because the Celtics fouls are spread around because between the guys that you do not want to get into that foul trouble. They're going to have to play much smaller tonight. They got Luke Cornett with 3 personal fouls, Al Horford with 2 personal fouls. There goes 2-year-plus defenders on the team right there. Jason Tatum, really good start for him. 13 points in 12 minutes in the opening quarter. Jason Tatum's on just a massive run in these playoffs, averaging 36 points per game in the previous 3. He is on track for 52 right now through 1 quarter. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well, and keep on joining in throughout the course of the playoffs. I'll be back tomorrow night covering the Cavs-Pacers game 2 if you'd like to come on board for that one. Yeah, this has been a really choppy game so far. Rafino, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Hit us up in the chat who you guys want to win this one. Type it in. Celtics or Knicks right now. 75-25 going for the Celtics there in the poll. Tatum's got 13. Derek White with 5. Pritchard off the bench has 5. Somehow his player prop is only at 7.5 points. I'll go back into my top 5 picks for tonight in case you guys missed it in the pregame. This is what I've got. And I'll go to reasoning right now during the timeout here. Jason Tatum over 27.5 points. He is basically almost midway there with 13. He's looking unstoppable in the playoffs, averaging 31 points per game in the playoffs, averaging 36 points per game in the previous 3 games, averaging 33.5 points per game in the 4 games this season against the Knicks. Jason Tatum over 5.5 assists. He's yet to record an assist so far, but he's averaging 7 assists per game against the Knicks in the regular season in those 4 matchups this season. I had Derek White over 4.5 assists. White has yet to record an assist either. Celtics with only 2 total assists in that opening quarter. Derek White's hit the over 4.5 assists in his last 13 of 15 games for him. So he's hit the over on a consistent basis. Porzingis over 17.5 points, which he's had the tough playoffs. He's yet to score so far, but reason why I picked him is because last time he took on the Knicks, he dropped down 34. Going up against his former team, I thought he could replicate it once again tonight. We still got 3 quarters. Anything could change, but Porzingis is 0 for 4 right now. Still yet to score. And then 5A, 5B, Peyton Pritchard over 7.5 points. Peyton Pritchard over 1.5 made threes. He's got 5 points so far in the opening quarter, and he's already made a 3 for Peyton Pritchard. So making a big impact right there for PP to begin this game. 26-25 as we start off the second quarter. Left to right on the floor right now. Mikal Bridges has it at the top of the key, guarded by Pritchard. Dribbles up to the free throw circle. Bridges, rise and fire. Deep 2 jumper. Skidded off the rim, no good. Derek White picks up his 3rd rebound of the night. Derek White finds Holiday. It's White, Holiday, Porzingis, Brown, and Pritchard to 5 in the court. Tatum's getting a breather right now. Jumper, good by Holiday at the elbow. That's a great sign to see there by Drew. What's good, Nate? Welcome back in. Thanks for the update. So only 13 teams have repeated as champs. Top of the key with McBride. McBride's guarded by Pritchard. Dribbles towards his right. Hand off to Hart. Slides it off to his left around the perimeter. Over to Bridges. Entry pass off to Cat. Cat at the low block double team. Cat puts up the shot. Cat got it. Able to bounce in right there for 2. 11 minutes left to go before halftime. Peyton Pritchard now running the point for Boston. Karl-Anthony Towns has himself 8 points so far tonight. Pritchard finds White at the left wing. White dribbles towards his right. Cross-court pass off to Brown. Jab step of the right wing. Brown dribbles, drives, right on Cat. Floats to the rudder. Off the mark, no good. A rebound secured here by Hart. Jaylen Brown's yet to make a field goal so far. Just one free throw. Just 1 point scored in this game as Bridges receives the entry pass over Pritchard. Gets fouled. Pepe, thanks for joining in. Celtics in quite a bit of foul trouble right now. 3 personal fouls by Luke Cornett, 2 by Horford, 1 each by Tatum, Brown, and Pritchard. Non-shooting foul, so this will be a Knicks inbound in the front court. Far side front court, inbound goes from Bridges to Brunson. Entry pass off to Cat. Cat follow a jumper at the baseline for a deep 2. Drills it. That was really unexpected there in that type of shot angle. Karl-Anthony Towns has got himself 10 points here in the first half. Jaylen Brown earning the bag, yet to make a field goal though. Dribbles, drives, inside. Brown playing through contact, goes up, gets fouled. 2 shots coming up. It's on, I believe that's on Mikal Bridges. Yep, that's on Bridges from behind. He picks up the shooting foul. Two free throws here for Jaylen Brown. I got to see some shot making out of Jaylen Brown. He's yet to score so far tonight, or make a field goal. Now up to 2 points as he makes the first free throw. 29-29. JD, welcome back in. Really good competitive start here so far. It's been choppy between these two teams right from the start, though. Second free throw by Jaylen Brown, and that is good to get the bounce. Celtics by 1, 30-29. Nobody has been able to really seize control of this game though, and get on a run. It's been competitive, back and forth throughout. Brunson, bounce pass, finds an opening to Josh Hart, and a goaltend violation charged to Derek White. So Josh Hart gets credited for the 2 there. Hit the top of the fingertips of Derek White over the cylinder, according to the refs. 14-6 points in the paint in favor of the Knicks. Celtics with possession. Derek White at the free throw circle. Outside finds Brown. Brown at 10 on the shot clock. Under 10 minutes left to go before halftime. Jaylen Brown drives on Cat inside the key. No good off balance. Draws the contact and the foul. And 2 free throws coming up. This is a critical foul. It might be Cat's third. This might be on Cat here. Between Hart and Cat. Those 2 guys already with 2 fouls, and they got Cats. That will be the 3rd personal foul of the game charged to Karl-Anthony Towns. So Cat, who has played just 9 minutes tonight, leads the team with 10 points and has to take another seat on the bench with his 3rd foul. Now, Tibbs is going to keep him in. Tibbs, for the moment, is going to keep in Cat right now. If you're the Celtics, you're targeting Cat as much as possible from here on out. If Tibbs makes the mistake here and plays him. And now looks like Cat's going to head back to the bench. Jaylen Brown, first free throw is no good. Mitchell Robinson will head back in and replace Karl-Anthony Towns, who goes out. Yeah, both of these teams, when missed free throws, this has been an ugly start to this series. Very choppy, a lot of fouls, a lot of missed free throws. Celtics aren't themselves, a lot of cobwebs here in this first half that they haven't played in a week, so they're missing a lot of free throws so far to begin this game. But also on the other side, the Knicks have missed a ton too. 31-31, Jaylen Brown splits the free throws. New York is 4 for 8 at the free throw line. Celtics are 11 for 15, 73% for Boston. Knicks are 50% at the free throw line. Brunson dribbles up to the elbow, guarded by Brown. Jaylen Brown picks up the reach and foul. And that's going to be his 2nd personal foul. Just have to be smart there if you're Jaylen Brown. You can't gamble there. You can't gamble. You're not in the position to go and steal the basketball as he chops up Jaylen Brown. This game has been just incredibly choppy so far. 31-31, 9.5 left to go before halftime. Bridges inbound off to Robinson around the perimeter. Robinson hand off to Brunson. Brunson looking to see if he can start to get going tonight. Guarded by Holiday, deflected to the backcourt. Brunson picked it up though. Crossover. Jackson to 3 over Holiday off the back of no good. Oh, he got fouled. Drew Holiday picks up the shooting foul. It's going to be 3 free throws covered up by Jalen Brunson. Damn. Whistle heavy tonight in this game. I don't know about that right there. I don't know. Very close to being in the landing space. That's what the refs got, is that Drew Holiday. It looked like he stepped on the side of Brunson and avoided it from that top of the camera angle, but it didn't appear like he got any shooting hand or anything. It looked more like a self fake there by Brunson for getting those 3 shots to the line. First free throw was missed by Brunson. The free throw shooting woes are just horrific tonight for New York, and they continue. Second free throw is good. If you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. 9:22 left to go before halftime. The good of this game is that we've had a close competitive game all throughout the course of the night. The bad is that we're whistle heavy. It's been choppy. 33-31. Brunson goes 2 for 3 at the line. The Knicks just 5 for 11 on free throws. The Celtics are 11 for 15. Holiday drives inside the paint. Drew Holiday scores. Up and off the backboard. 33 even. Whenever there's a response by the Knicks, the Celtics find a way to respond right back. Knicks with possession. Robinson at the top. Hand off to Brunson, guarded by White at the elbow. Brunson, double team, shovel pass, Hart, triple teamed, kick out, corner, 3, open. No good off the back rim, missed by McBride. Derek White controls the long rebound. White finds Brown. Jaylen Brown looking for a confidence builder. Got his pocket picked there and stripped and out of bounds. It will stay, luckily, Celtics ball. It was last poked loose off Mitchell Robinson, defending Jaylen Brown. Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Porzingis, Pritchard, and Holiday. That's the 5 on the floor currently for the Celtics. White inbound to Pritchard. Pritchard having a great game to begin today. His player prop is just 7.5 points. He can already surpass that player prop right now with a made 3. He's got it. Bang, a bang for Peyton Pritchard. 36-33. Peyton Pritchard somehow disrespected by the odds makers going into this game. A player prop of just 7.5 points in the over-under. An over-under made 3 of just 1.5 made 3s has already surpassed it. 8 points tonight with 2 made 3s. Basket was good inside by the Knicks. 36-35. Pritchard looking to see if he can heat up right now in the right moment. Top of the key. Pritchard dribbles, drives, scoop, score. Up and off the backboard. Good for 2 with a right-hand finish by Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard, the X Factor so far in this game here, folks. Mikal Bridges at the top. Dribbles up to the elbow. Runner by Bridges. Swoosh. Back and forth, back and forth. Here we go. Peyton Pritchard. Double figures with 10. Entry pass lob. Brown off to Holiday scores. Up and off the backboard. Good for 2 more by Boston. 3-point lead for the Celtics. Knicks pushing tempo quick up the floor. And the Celtics commit a foul on Derek White from behind. Man. Always seems like these foul calls are wrecking the momentum displayed by the Celtics. You got the Energizer Bunny going on for Peyton Pritchard, and then these whistles are just wrecking that momentum right now. 7:34 left to go. It's on Derek White, his first personal foul. Celtics in a lot of foul trouble right now. This is what it looks like. 3 personal fouls charged to Luke Cornett. 2 fouls each by Horford and Brown. 1 foul each by Tatum, Holiday, White, and Pritchard. First free throw is no good. Missed by Josh Hart. Pleasant Hill, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, bud. Man, the Knicks are horrific at the free throw line. This is a terrible free throw shooting display by New York. Second free throw is good. 40-38. The Knicks are shooting an abysmal 6 for 13 right now at the free throw line at 46%. Derek White, his 3 went off the front rim, went to the backboard and out of bounds to the corner. This will be Knicks ball down by 2. Peyton Pritchard keeping the Celtics in this game. 5 made 3s for Boston. Pritchard a perfect 2 for 2 from the perimeter. Perfect 3 for 3, scoring 10 points in 8 minutes. He is a +4. He is the top plus in this game. Timeout taken on the floor by New York. Second charge timeout for the Knicks tonight as we head over to the timeout with 7:23 left to go in the first half. Man, this has been close. Like, there's been no run in this game. It's been just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then momentum's been wrecked by missed free throws, foul calls. Largest lead has been the Celtics by 6. Largest lead for the Knicks has been by 2. Nobody has really been able to get on any runs in this game. Celtics are +4 in the glass, 19 of 15, 7 of 3 in offensive rebounds, and the Knicks got to be killing themselves right now with all these missed free throws. 6 for 13 at the free throw line. That does not look like a team that's going to be advancing to the conference finals if you're missing your freebies. Got to hit those free throws in order to win the game. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Jason Tatum looking good. He's got 13. Peyton Pritchard looking really good. 10 points for the 6th man of the year. I'll go back to my slide here for you guys. This is what I got in the pregame, my top 5 picks for today. I actually did 6 because under the number 5 line, Pritchard, I saw both of those for Pritchard, and I was like, wow, that's got to be too good to be true for his odds tonight at just over 7.5 and just over 1.5 made threes tonight. I mean, that's so easy. Peyton Pritchard, I got the numbers right here. I can't believe that his line was at over 7.5 and over 1.5 made threes. Peyton Pritchard has hit the over 7.5 points in 59 out of 85 games. It's now his 60th game that he's hit out of 86 this year. So he's already got 10 points. He has hit that already tonight. And Peyton Pritchard, coming into this game, hit the over made threes over 1.5, even more than the points. 62 out of 85. He has now made 2 threes tonight, so he's gone over his 1.5 made threes player prop. He's hit it now in 63 out of 86 games this season. That's a darn good percentage for both of those. So that's just too good to be true right there for the odds that it was at. -135, -120. Peyton, I mean, that must have been discounted way down because he didn't perform well in the Magic series. He only averaged around 9 points per game in the Magic series. That's the reason why you got it at a discount tonight. You smashed the discount in a much more favorable matchup in terms of Pritchard's matchup that he has in this series. I mean, I can understand if that player prop's at 7.5 points when the Celtics take on the Thunder in the NBA Finals, but against the Knicks, the 26th ranked perimeter defense in the NBA, that's that, and just keep on hitting the over for Peyton Pritchard if you're a sports betting person out here, because you're going to be cashing in constantly if that number is at single digits. That number should have been around 13.5, 14.5 in this game. No way should it have been at 7.5 and 1.5 made threes. That should have been around like 13.5, 14.5 for his player prop, and around like 3.5 made threes for the over under. I get the Celtics here in this one. I get the Celtics in 5 in this series. '84 world champs, 1986 world champs with Larry Bird. Those banners hanging up in the TD Garden right now. Celtics looking for their 19th chip, looking to go back-to-back. We get back to action. Left to right on the floor, Brunson crosses the midcourt logo. Jalen Brunson on the floor with Josh Hart, Miles McBride. Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby. Missed runner by Brunson. Hart tried to save it at the baseline. Out of bounds as it hit the baseline. It'll be Celtics ball. Celtics with the basketball right here. Derek White on the floor with Horford, Holiday, Brown, and Pritchard. Tatum's getting a breather. Brown, jab step at the left wing. 7 minutes left to go before halftime. Brown towards his right. Brown, up fake. Top of the key finds Holiday. Back outside the Brown, 10 on the shot clock. Jaylen Brown in the mismatch, working on Brunson 101. Brown takes on Brunson inside the key. Brown, up fake. Goes in for the jumper. Mid-range, connects on it. Jaylen Brown finally in the board as he drills the 2. 42-38 Celtics. Juan, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Things going well, bud. Bridges at the left wing. Bridges guarded by Horford. Left baseline, Jabal Bridges. His pass deflected and intercepted by Drew Holiday at the baseline with a steal. Up the floor finds Brown. Celtics with numbers if they look to push it. Jaylen Brown backs his way to the elbow. Brown has Pritchard open in the corner. Brown gonna do it himself. Turnaround jumper. Mid-range. Got it. Jaylen Brown connects on it. Celtics by 6. Celtics tie for the largest lead in the game right now, up by 6. Bounce pass, broke it up. Horford kicked it. And the referees rule a kicked ball foul charged to Al Horford. Starting to gain some momentum right now with their leading scorer, Tatum, right now on the bench getting a massive breather. Tatum played the entire first quarter, scored 13 points in 12 minutes. And Tatum's hungry to get back out here and tear it up on the floor. Inbound goes to Brunson. Brunson, bounce pass off the Bridges, backs his way low block, double team jumper, turn around, that's an air ball. Shot by Mikal Bridges, who's got absolutely locked up this season against the Celtics. Cross-court pass, Brown with a three, halfway down, no good, rattled out. Offensive rebound back to Horford. Holiday, push pass down low, Horford goes up, Horford gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up here by Al Horford at the free throw line with 5:48 left to play. Celtics with a chance to go up by their largest lead of the game. Not a good sign for the Knicks. I know they get the Celtics in foul trouble, but the Celtics just a much, much deeper team than the Knicks. If the Celtics are up by a lot, then these guys are going to be logging in 40 minutes or so for the starters in this series for New York. It's going to be tough when the Celtics got fresher legs, fresher bodies, going to be rotating guys in and out. Mitchell Robinson checks into the game. Horford makes the first free throw as Robinson will replace Miles McBride, who heads out now. Tatum comes back in, so Jason Tatum checks back in on the floor. Really good opportunity for the Celtics to see if they can go on the run with Jason Tatum back into the game, leading tonight with 13 points. Jaylen Brown is substituted out. Second free throw is good by Horford. Celtics with their largest lead of the game, 46-38. 8-point advantage for Boston. Brunson slips right past the defense, and he scored a layup. They're not going to count it, though. So Jalen Brunson's layup will not count as Miles McBride. Wait and see here. What's the call? What's the call right now on the floor? Mitchell Robinson clearing the pathway. Jalen Brunson, he clearly didn't travel. I don't see any foul call here. Now, Jason Tatum is pointing to Mitchell Robinson for holding on to Peyton Pritchard. Yeah, that's an offensive foul charge to Mitchell Robinson. So referees called it an offensive foul charge to Mitchell Robinson. That's the call on the floor right now. They're looking at this at the monitor. That seemed to be a really just uncertain call by the officials. As Robinson takes a seat on the bench right now as he was holding up Peyton Pritchard as Brunson was trailing in the 2-on-1 fast break in transition, and Mitchell Robinson was holding up Pritchard. So this is being looked at the monitor right now to see if they're going to count the Knicks bucket or if that was like an accidental premature whistle. But from what it seems like, it was ruled offensive on Robinson holding up Pritchard here. Tatum signaling that Robinson's trying to clear the pathway for an open layup for Brunson, and that he just held on to Pritchard constantly inside the key, cleared that pathway for Brunson. Wow, this has just been a choppy game. A lot of whistles, a lot of clock stoppages. Like, all the momentum's been wrecked in this game. Like, the Celtics had some pretty good momentum. Celtics are leading by 8. Largest lead of the game. They had some pretty good momentum, and this just gets wrecked by a very just long elapsed clock stoppage here, trying to determine what the call was in the previous possession. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. That's actually going to be charged to Peyton Pritchard. So after deliberation there at the monitor, that foul is reversed and charged to Peyton Pritchard. And this will be a transition take foul charged to Pritchard on transition. Instead of counting the bucket by Brunson, it will force Mitchell Robinson, the player that Pritchard was holding up, jostling with position, to shoot 2 shots right now at the free throw line. So this will be 2 free throws coming up here by Mitchell Robinson, who's just 1 for 4 in this game at free throws. Free throw number 1 is way off the mark. Oh, that's awesome. Juan back in Worcester. Good to hear, man. Yeah, a couple of the teams that I broadcast this year for college broadcast, they played in the conference from the team that I broadcast for college sports, and they came from Worcester. I actually announced WPI, their softball team, this past Friday. So I've done games with WPI and Clark recently for softball, like the last month or so. Second free throw was no good. They went empty that trip at the free throw line, 46-38. The Knicks are shooting a dreadful percentage at the free throw line. Tatum outside off the Holiday. Push passes his right. Derek White jacks at the three. Left off the rim short. Brunson controls the long rebound. Brunson kick out corner. Three on his way. That hit off the rim short. No good by Anunoby. Tatum. Rebound. Outlet pass ahead of the pack. Derek White dunks it down. 48-38. Knicks ain't running back in transition on the Celtics offense. Brunson jacks up the three. The Celtics commit a foul here quick up the floor defensively. Where is the transition defense? That is on... Who did get this on? It's going to send Mitchell Robinson back to the free throw line. That's on Holiday. That's going to be Drew Holiday's second. Celtics got to be careful with their personal fouls right now. First free throw by Robinson's good. Man, the Knicks are shooting terribly at the free throw line. This is their number right now. They're shooting 7 for 16 at the free throw line. That's terrible. That's a number right there that you'd see in like an elementary school game for free throws. Second free throw by Robinson, no good. Skipped around the rim and out. They're 7 for 17 right now at the free throw line at 41%. As Horford collected a rebound, Robinson gave a foul. Only 1 second went off the clock, and a loose ball foul charged to Robinson with 5:06 remaining. Man, you got to be kidding me here with this game. We might not even have enough players to compete at the very end. Way too many guys are in foul trouble right now. Pritchard has it at the left wing perimeter. I'll go over that once we get into the half here. We're 5 minutes away from halftime or the next whistle. Tatum steps into an open three. Off the back heel, no good. A rebound secured by Anunoby. Knicks with possession. Bounce pass off to the elbow. Anunoby backs his way on Pritchard. Double team. Swings it outside. Brunson. Step back three over Tatum. No good off the rim. Short offensive rebound. Ripped away by Hart. Bounce pass on top. Accelerating downhill. It's Anunoby. Missed the layup off the glass. Hart with the offensive rebound. Brunson open three. Brunson swishes it. 48-42. That's a big time triple right there for Jalen Brunson. Wild, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in here, bud. Pritchard outside. Horford tries a three. Off the rim, short. A rebound. Goes out of bounds off the fingertips of Bridges. It will stay Celtics ball. Man, this has been a rough game. Really, really rough game. Like, there's been no momentum. It's just been like a bunch of fouls, bunch of offensive rebounds, corner jumper, inbound, Pritchard around the rim and out. Putbacks there for two by Drew. 50-48 Celtics. 50-42 Celtics. 8-point lead by Boston. Celtics have scored 14 second chance points, 14-8 in second chance points in favor of the Celtics tonight, which they lead 9-5 in offensive rebounds. Brunson outside off to Anunoby. Slides it over to Bridges at the left wing perimeter. Mikal Bridges. 2 in the shot clock. Off to his right, Anunoby. Puts up the shot over Cornette. No good off the mark. A rebound secured by Tatum. Celtics crossing midcourt right now with Jaylen Brown. Chance to go by 10 right here. Cross court pass. Tatum steps into he decided to not attempt a three. Entry pass went to the cutting Cornette down low. Cornette missed the layup. Offensive rebound. Spins out of the pack. Outside of Pritchard. Cornette held up. Cornette got fouled. Josh Hart picks up the reach-in foul. And this is getting out of control right now for New York with foul trouble. Both for the Celtics and the Knicks in this game right now. We're going to take a timeout on the floor. 3:27 left to go before halftime. Check that. That's actually not on the Hart. Celtics took a timeout there. Celtics were swarmed by Hart. So that was actually not on the Hart. That was just a Celtics timeout that they took. So second charge timeout this half to Boston. That was very close to being his third for Josh Hart. So he's still got 2 fouls right now. Got a lot of foul trouble to go over during this timeout here. 3 personal fouls by Luke Cornett, 2 each by Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, and Peyton Pritchard. 1 personal foul by Tatum. Porzingis has 0. I think Joe's just saving Porzingis for the remainder of the game tonight because he hasn't played much here in quarter 2. Knicks foul trouble, which is more important for the Knicks because they're not even as close in terms of depth compared to the Celtics. Karl-Anthony Towns, 3 personal fouls. Josh Hart has 2. Everybody else with 1 or 0. So it's those 2 guys who's got deep foul trouble. Celtics, luckily, they spread out the 2s, besides Cornette with a 3. But, I mean, Boston's going to take that, though. They're going to take 2 personal fouls against the Knicks and hack Mitchell Robinson. I mean, Mitchell Robinson's starting to become a liability starting off this series. Like, it's completely on notice. The Knicks are terrible at the free throw line tonight, 7 for 17, and a lot can be said about Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson himself is 2 for 8 at the free throw line. It's like they know that there's a guy out there that shoots the ball. Like, it is better than Ben Simmons, but still, it's a bad enough percentage that you're a deep enough team that you can commit fouls and split them up and have him head to the free throw line and shoot free throws and miss those shots. Yeah, this is an awesome playoffs. Like, all 4 of these series matchups should be really fun. I'm most interested in that Minnesota-Golden State series. That's going to be a fun one there. Jay Ramirez got me at breaking 10 million tonight. There we go. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ice Baby, welcome back in. We got 80 plus watching right now. I put out my streaming schedule on the community tab for the rest of this week. I plan on being live every single night this week in the weeknights. So feel free to come back in. I'll be live tomorrow night covering Cavs against Pacers Game 2 at, I believe that's at 7 o'clock tomorrow. That's an early game tomorrow as well. And also the Celtics Knicks on Wednesday. That's a 7 o'clock start time. So they put these start times quite early. Just going to double check on that time. Is it 7 or 7:30 tomorrow? It's 7. Yeah, first 3 nights, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they got early start times at 7 in these series games. $50-42 right now. Down to 3:27 left to go before half. Active droughts, 24 straight times the Knicks have yet to appear in the conference finals. Wow. 24 straight seasons for the Knicks without a conference finals appearance. At least they're not the Wizards, who had 45 straight seasons for them. We get back to action. 50-42 right now. Peyton Pritchard, right to left on the floor. Pritchard has it. Dribbles up inside the key. Going up. Got it stripped. And he got fouled with 3.6 seconds left to go. Celtics will have this ball back. That's on Jalen Brunson reaching in. Yeah, Indiana, I feel like the Pacers match up pretty well with the Cavs. They can shoot, they can score, they can do whatever the Cavs do. As good as the Cavs, it's just rebounding. Indiana's not like a strong rebounding team, but they shoot the ball really well. They're a deep team. And the interesting part about that is that Indiana went 3-1 in the regular season against Cleveland. So Cleveland's got their work cut out for them in that series. Peyton Pritchard, both of the free throws are good. He's having one heck of a game so far. 12 points right now for Pritchard. Both teams in the bonus. 3:10 left to go before halftime. Jalen Brunson. Edge of the midcourt logo. Slides it off the Bridges here, guarded by Pritchard. Mikal Bridges, 12 in the timer. Bridges. Lobs it off to Brunson at the left wing. Brunson, crossover, dribbles up inside the key. Brunson, a runner off the glass, no good. Hart had the rebound for a brief moment. Celtics picked up the loose ball foul. Looks like it's on Drew Holiday here, as it will stop the clock with 3 minutes. And Drew Holiday with his 3rd personal foul tonight right now. Shannon, what's good? Welcome in. Thanks for joining back in. So Josh Hart's going to have 2 free throws at the line. This has been a terrible free throw shooting game for New York. First one's good. I'll go over foul trouble once again at halftime because this is getting out of control. Drew Holiday's got 3. Luke Cornett has 3. Second free throw, no good. Split the free throws. I don't think there's been a single time in this game that there's been 2 free throws that's gone down on the single trip to the line for New York in this game. They've been that bad tonight at the free throw line. Bounce pass off to Pritchard. Pritchard held up by Brunson and fouled. What is going on here? Jalen Brunson from behind just picked up his second personal. That's actually his third. So check that. That's his third for Jalen Brunson. That's not a good sign. At least the Celtics are splitting fouls between Holiday and Cornette. That's a bench player with Cornette and a player that's coming back from injury for Jrue Holiday with 3 personal fouls each. Whereas Karl-Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson with 3 personal fouls each for a team that's way less deeper than the Celtics. That's not good when your 2-star players have free personal foul trouble. That's a lane violation charge too. That should be on New York. That should be on New York there for the lane violation. Seagull, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Really appreciate it, bud. Jericho, welcome back in. Sure, I can get that up here. It's actually like hitting 10 on the meter for me, so I'll get it up a little bit more. I just increased the volume to it. 53-43. This leads to a jump ball at the midcourt logo, and it gets tipped here by the Celtics. Tatum controlled the jump ball. Tatum at the right wing perimeter. 2:40 left to go on the clock before halftime. Tatum working 1-on-1 on Precious Achiuwa. Crossover. Takes him inside the key. Tatum rise and fire. 15-footer straight away. Left it short off the rim. Long rebound run out controlled here by Mikal Bridges. Bridges with under 20 in the shot clock. Sends it off to Brunson at the top. Brunson dribbles up to the elbow. Takes the jumper. Deep 2. Connects on it. 8-point game right now, 53-45. Celtics looking to see if they can get up by double digits right here. Jaylen Brown on the floor with Pritchard, White, Tatum, and Cornette. Brown at the top working on Hart. Brown dribbles up inside the key. Brown, a couple up fakes, lobs it up over the top. Cornette behind the defense, scores up and then off the backboard. 10-point lead for the Celtics. 55-45, final 2 minutes left to go before halftime. Jalen Brunson, pocket pass off the roll down, soaring up to the rim goes Achiuwa, and Achiuwa, no call there, but the rest as he went down hard, missed the layup. White, kick out, corner 3, Payton Pritchard, no good, missed it off the mark, and an open look around the rim and out. Rebound secured here for the Knicks. Brunson finds Anunoby attacking the paint on White. That's going to be an offensive foul. OG Anunoby pushes off. It's a turnover charge in the Knicks. Pushing off with the offhand, off the dribble. Fouls right now starting to mount up for New York. Not a good sign right now for the Knicks. Celtics get the inbound. Minute 25 left to go before halftime. 10-point lead for Boston. Jaylen Brown at the top of the key. Guarded by Brunson. Brown finds an opening. Brown, ball fake. Brown right to the rim. He scores. Up and in with a right-hand finish. 57-55. Celtics by 12. Largest lead of the game right now. Edge of the midcourt logo for Brunson. Brunson, guarded by Tatum. Cross-court pass finds Hart. Catch and fire 3. Josh Hart off the back rim, no good. Tipped up, and Derek White comes away out of the pack with a rebound. Celtics with numbers 3-on-2. Bounce pass to the corner. Pritchard. Entry pass down low off to Brown. And he soars up and scores for 2 more. 59-45. Starting to get out of hand right now. 14-point lead for the Celtics. Final minute left to go before halftime. Knicks struggling with any sort of traction here in the final couple minutes before half. Bridges at the top of the key. Hand off to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Pritchard. Brunson, 6 in the timer. Brunson, a runner over Pritchard off the back rim, no good. Cornette hauls in the defensive rebound. Celtics with the basketball. Under 30 seconds left to go before halftime here. Boston going to slow it down. 10-second differential. Shot clock and game clock to go into halftime. Jaylen Brown at the left wing perimeter. 20 seconds remaining. Jaylen Brown, top of the key, guarded by Brunson. Brown, crossover, dribbles out free throw circle. Brown, jumper, 15-footer, connects on it. Jaylen Brown getting going here, folks. 61-45, Celtics by 16 here. Final 10 seconds remaining before halftime. Brunson, drive, kick, corner three, around the rim and out. Missed by Anunoby, saved, hoisted up right before the buzzer. They were out of bounds with it with 1.5. Mikal Bridges stepped out of bounds. Celtics with one last chance here before halftime. All the way in their backcourt. Tatum, inbound to midcourt. Brown catches it. Brown, turnaround fire on the three. Grazed off the rim short. And we go into halftime. The Celtics by 16. 61-45. No problem with the foul trouble. We'll beat you with a depth. And that's what the Celtics did, as they are taking this game by storm right now. Jaylen Brown starting to take over the late stage of the second quarter. He's got 14 points. He is the game leader. Jaylen Brown earning that bag tonight. Started off this game really slow. Jaylen Brown all of a sudden has caught lightning, caught fire, and he is running and going. And everything looking really well right now in Game 1 for the Celtics. They were an 8.5-point favorite on the spread. Looking to see if they can cover that tonight. And things are not looking so hot here for the Knicks going into halftime. Celtics in a lot of foul trouble. But in terms of their main players, they're splitting it up between more so their bench guys, which is key. They're splitting it up between like their number 6 and 8 options on the team. Whereas the Knicks, they're in some deep foul trouble, and they got some bad foul trouble with their superstar players. And that's the difference between the foul trouble in this game. Yeah, that's the first thing I'm going to highlight here at halftime. Here's the foul trouble. 3 personal fouls by Karl-Anthony Towns. 3 personal fouls by Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart has 2 fouls. That's a tough sign right there when your 2 best players are a -14 in deep foul trouble through one half. Celtics. 3 personal fouls by Drew Holiday. 3 personal fouls by Luke Kornet. I can live with that. I can live with that and know that the fouls were spread on those instances to send Mitchell Robinson to the free throw line and miss free throws so the Celtics can rebound the basketball and the Knicks could go empty that trip of the free throw line. I can live with that right now. 2 personal fouls by Al Horford, Peyton Pritchard, and Jaylen Brown. Porzingis with 0 fouls. Porzingis has only played 13 minutes. Porzingis has played the 6th most minutes on the team tonight. He's played 2 minutes fewer than Pritchard. He's played 3 minutes fewer than Holiday. So, looks like Joe Mazzulla is saving Porzingis here for half 2. Jaylen Brown, 14 points. 13 points by Tatum. 13 points by Pritchard. Pritchard, excellent off the bench. He's a +17 tonight. Been an X factor. 10 points by Cat. That's 10 points in 9 minutes, but he spent most of that half, 15 minutes sitting on the bench for him in deep foul trouble. And then 9 points for Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson's been limited to shoot 3 for 9 from the floor. Celtics taking it right now with their size and their length, disrupting Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart with 8 points. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. What's good, Mr. Smiley? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. And I'll be back later tomorrow night covering Cavs against Pacers Game 2. Feel free to join in. Also, we'll be live for Celtics against Knicks Game 2 on Wednesday at the same time, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, start time. Wow, the Baltimore Ravens have released kicker Justin Tucker today. So that's some news around the NFL. Baltimore Ravens releasing a future Hall of Fame kicker, one of the best ever to play in a game. They released Justin Tucker today. Yeah, so there was a lot of off-field stuff like right after the end of the season, so it looks like that off-field stuff affected the standing for Justin Tucker and the Ravens, and they released him. So somebody's gonna get Justin Tucker coming up. I know he had like a kind of like a rough year for him, but still, I mean, it's worth taking a chance there for like a contending type team. They just released him. It's worth by another contender to pick him up in free agency now. Yeah, definitely worth the shot. Yeah, it seems like a lot of rumors with the Steelers possibly. Yeah, maybe someday that would be incredible. To work for the Celtics someday. Actually, one of the guys that I when I was doing the broadcast over at UMass Dartmouth, one of the students that helped produce my broadcast, he was interning for the Celtics in the media relations department this past spring. So that's pretty cool. That'd be funny. Justin Tucker to the Browns. Yeah, this is a really good side for the Celtics right now. They're just 5 for 23 from 3. Only 22% from 3. Despite that, look at the score. They're up by 16 points. Plus 10 in the glass for Boston, 31-21. They're getting a bunch of second chance opportunities. Like the Knicks are having a tough time with their rim protection. Whenever Cats, that was the key. That completely took the Knicks out of their game plan as the Karl-Anthony Towns 3 personal fouls. He only played 9 minutes in the first half, and without Cat, they just have Mitchell Robinson, and they're lacking like another big to come up and protect the rim and rack up rebounds. So major disparity in the rebounds in this game so far. Celtics plus 8 points in the paint, 26-18 as well. And also keying in and taking care of the basketball. Gotta like what you're seeing so far out of Boston because they've only turned it over 4 times. The Knicks with 7 turnovers. And then I talked about this game has been decided between the foul trouble going to the wrong players for New York. Karl-Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson each with 3 personal fouls. But also the free throws are awful for New York. The Celtics are 16 for 20, 80% at the free throw line, and the Knicks are, it's horrific. They're 8 for 19 at the free throw line. It's like that statistic right there. That's, I mean, you got college teams that's shooting in the 60s for like teams that are like in the back 100s in the nation. Bottom college teams shoot around like the 60s percentile in three-point and a free throw shooting. This Knicks team tonight's 42% at the free throw line. Mitchell Robinson cannot make a free throw to save his life. 8 for 19 at the free throw line. I mean, that's you're not gonna get that percentage in the high school game. You're probably not gonna get that percentage in the middle school game unless the middle school team that's playing is really, really bad at shooting free throws. You're probably gonna get that type of percentage there. What the Knicks are shooting in the first half of the line, you're gonna get that in an elementary school game for free throw shooting percentage. They're just a terrible game at the free throw line, and most of that blame has to go on Mitchell Robinson because it looks like he's shooting like Ben Simmons out there at free throws. Mitchell Robinson is 2 for 8 in the first half on free throws. Cameron Payne is 0 for 2. Josh Hart is 2 for 4. Jalen Brunson's 2 for 3. Karl Anthony Towns is 2 for 2. Yeah, most of that blame has to go on Mitchell Robinson. 2 for 8. And he's not a good free throw shooter to begin with. Mitchell Robinson's a 52% career free throw shooter. And interestingly, this season was his best season, shooting 68% at the free throw line. I gotta have to bring up postseason. What's his postseason stats for this? Oh my goodness, that's so bad. That is so bad. He's a 35% free throw shooter in playoff games. This is his 24th playoff game today. He's a 35% free throw shooter. This season, he's shooting 26% in the playoffs. He came into this game today shooting 4 for 15 on free throws. So his first round series, he went 4 for 15 against the Pistons on free throws. That's dreadful. What's good, Richard? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Right now, just at halftime. Keep on coming back here to future live streams coming up in the future. I'll be back live tomorrow night covering Pacers against Cavs Game 2. And also, we'll be back covering Celtics Game 2 against the Knicks on Wednesday. Hey, there you go, Siegel. That's awesome, man. Yeah, Jaylen Brown's looking really good right now. A lot of late buckets. He's got momentum. 14 points by Jaylen Brown. Derek White's just 1 for 7 from 3. If he finds a shot here in the second half, Celtics are taking off and winning this game by 20 plus tonight. Because Peyton Pritchard's found his groove. Jaylen Brown found his groove in the second quarter. Tatum started off with a great first quarter. If you got guys knocking down shots here, have to, like Porzingis, Derek White, if he's going off in the perimeter, then good luck, because this game is going to get out of reach. Question is like, after Brunson and Katz, like, who else can really beat the Celtics offensively for the Knicks? OG Anunoby's averaging around 18. So they do have better scores compared to the Magic, where it was basically Paulo and Wagner. It was only those two guys that could beat the Celtics, and then after that, the question was who's going to step up, being a number 3-4 option, and so on. And they just didn't have the case. Now your number 1 and 2 option has 3 personal fouls at the half. You're going to have other guys to step up. And that has not yet to happen tonight. OG Anunoby, the number 3 scorer, is limited to shoot 2 for 8 in the first half. 6 points and minus 15 on the floor. Mikal Bridges, 2 points in 22 minutes, shooting 1 for 6. And he's had just a really tough time against the Celtics this season for Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges against Boston is averaging 13.8 points per game on 43% shooting and 33% from 3. So he's got locked up. Celtics have taken out those wing guys. They're like they get the best defense in the entire league this season at defending wing players. So I'm expecting out of the series Mikal Bridges to be a non-factor offensively, and that's exactly what's happened so far in this game if it goes by game script. Like, Brunson needs to drop down 30 to have a chance to win. He's got 9 points at halftime, 10 points by Cat right now at the half. He's only playing 9 minutes. I think he's in the other room tonight. I think we're towards the end of half, unfortunately, so I'm probably... Yeah, I'm probably not going to get him right now because I get a feeling we're going to go back in for the second half in like a minute right now or so. Maybe once we get towards the end of the third into the fourth. We'll see. Yeah, I get a feeling that we're going to end halftime like any minute, I think. Yeah, Porzingis hasn't played much so far. I think Joe is resting him to make a bigger impact here in half two. Porzingis just 13 minutes. He's played the sixth most minutes out of anybody on the team so far. No points, 4 rebounds, 13 minutes, shooting 0 for 4 in this game. Majority of those minutes were in the first quarter. Yeah, so it looked like we were going to go back to close out halftime, start the third quarter soon. That's exactly what's going to happen. Third quarter about to begin. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, everybody. Let's go. And here we go, starting off the third quarter. Right to left on the floor, the Knicks with possession. Jalen Brunson alongside Karl-Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, the 5 of the court. Carly starting off the third for the Knicks. Celtics with Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Jason Tatum, who controls the defensive rebound off the first miss to begin the third quarter, attempted by Cat from the perimeter. Brown steps into a 3, left it short to rebound, tipped over to Cat for the defensive rebound. Jrue Holiday's on the floor as well right now. Outlet pass ahead off to Bridges, kicks out to the corner. Great coverage there by Horford, able to get back defensively. Bridges on the 3, swash. 61-48, he just made a shot right there, cuts the lead to 13. Jaylen Brown, he crosses midcourt. Brown defended here at the top of the key, working on Cat 101. Brown switched here, guarded by Brunson, outside the White, back into the hands to Brown. Brown, jumper, straight away, takes it. Off the back from no good. Bridges controls the defensive rebounds. Knicks down by 13, opening minute in the third. Outside off to Brunson. Brunson towards his right around the perimeter. Has it at the top, defended by Holiday. Bounce pass off the Cat. Backs his way inside the key on Tatum. Puts up a shot. That was a tough shot. No good off the mark. Offensive rebound right back to Hart. Catch and fire 3 by Bridges. That's way off the mark as he tried to bake in a 3 off the glass. Too strong. White finds Holiday. Holiday step back 3 in the air. Got it. Bullseye as he rips one right down the chute. 64-58 Celtics. 64-48 Celtics, 16-point lead once again. They're only 6 for 26 at 23% from the perimeter. If they're on point making their threes, they'd be up by like 25-30 right now. Knicks are really lucky the Celtics are not on point tonight, missing a bunch of threes. Cat for the timer. Cat backs his way on Tatum. Cat double team Cat. You gonna launch. Oh, it's a big U. It's a shot clock violation. Karl-Anthony Towns not realizing where the shot clock was. That's a terrible mistake there for Cat. Everybody in the building knew where the shot clock was, except for Cat, as he backed his way and the shot clock turned to 0 without an even attempt or try on an attempted shot. Tatum lost the handle, deflected into the back. Oh no. It was off of Tatum, off the crossover. That's a half-court violation. Got some bad basketball in the previous 2 possessions being displayed here. Inbound for New York. It goes over to Cat. Karl-Anthony Towns defended by Horford. Hand off to Brunson. Brunson at the right wing perimeter. Defended by Horford one-on-one. Brunson drives on Horford inside the key. Brunson stumbles. Kick out corner off the Hart. Anunoby outside. Bridges straight away 3. Around the rim and out. Tipped up by Tatum to the wrong player. Brunson came away with the offensive rebound and went up, got fouled. 2 free throws coming up here by Jalen Brunson. Yeah, they haven't even been playing that well right now. This is a terrible sign for the Knicks. Like, the Celtics have not been playing well from 3. Celtics have got a bunch of offensive rebounds and made a bunch of free throws. It's been just a ton of second chance points, a ton of free throws made. And Jalen Brunson, 2 free throws here at the line. First one's good. This is a terrible sign for New York. This game really just hasn't had any sort of groove to it. It's been choppy. Second free throw is good by Brunson. Yeah, welcome back in. I'm glad to have you back in, Randy. 11 points right now for Brunson. Tatum crosses midcourt. A 14-point lead for the Celtics. Tatum torses left around the perimeter. As completely Brunson whiffed at defending him. Tatum open 3, missed off the back rim. Offensive rebound right back to Horford. Major offensive rebounding disparity in this game. Tatum lead pass off to Derek White. He buries the 3. 17-point lead here for the Celtics. Second chance points a massive factor. Yeah, I just pointed out about the Celtics not shooting the ball well from 3. They're 7 for 28 from the perimeter. Knicks are 6 for 28 as Cat bobbles the basketball, turns it over down the far side of the floor out of bounds. Celtics brought the double. Drew Holiday alongside Tatum bringing the physicality there, and Cat, a hot tamale, lost the handle. White, his 3 around the rim and out to rebound secure by Hart. Brunson up the floor, down by 17, finds Hart. Hart outside off to OG. Anunoby drives on Brown inside the key. OG double clutch, gutted to go. Up and in off the glass. 67-52. Celtics are leading the offensive rebound column 11-7. It seems like it's a lot more. Brown finds Horford. Horford at the top, back outside of Brown. Jaylen Brown jab step at the left wing perimeter, defended by Karl-Anthony Towns. Dish outside off to Tatum. Tatum passes, cutting, backdoor White, dump off pass, in and onto the hands of Horford, results in the turnover. Josh Hart has it off the steal up the floor. New York with possession. Anunoby drives on Brown, bobbled the basketball, lost it on the bounds. It's a turnover off of OG. Turnover charge to New York. This game right now has 0 traction. This is an ugly, ugly start to the series. 10 turnovers by New York, 6 turnovers by the Celtics. Tatum, bounce pass, try to thread the needle. Turnover there by Boston, charge to Tatum. Bridges collected the steal. Bridges on top, finds Cat. Cat, dribble drive, down the lane inside. Got rejected by the bottom part of the glass. He was looking for the fall call, couldn't get it. Holiday lobs it up over the top. Jaylen Brown soars up, gets it. Resets the offense. White, kick outside. Holiday, no look pass left corner. Jaylen Brown open 3 around the rim and out. And the rebound gets secured here for New York. Can somebody make a shot right now? That doesn't seem remotely possible at this point as we go stagnant offensively. Brick after brick after brick. Towns lowers the shoulder, lowers the boom. Offensive foul. Drew Holiday takes the charge. That is number 4 for personal fouls now by Karl-Anthony Towns with over 7 minutes left to play in the third. Celtics throwing out bodies, making it physically imposing as possible on the Knicks. Celtics by 15 and win the basketball. Derek White at the right wing perimeter. Derek White, crossover, off the screen set by Horford. Dribbles towards his left. White at the top. White guarded by Cat. White swings it off to Tatum at the top of the key. Outside White, catch and fire 3. Kaboom! Drills it. Derek White knocks down the 3. Celtics by 18. 13 points now for Derek White. Josh Hart At the top of the key, guarded by White. Hart moves it off to his right into the hands to Towns. Towns working on Horford around the perimeter. 6.5 left to go in the third. Towns a little bit too hard in the dribble. Towns left it off the rim, no good. Contested by White. Here goes the Celtics up the floor. Tatum running the floor by the defense, finds Horford, and he throws it down with a two-handed flush. Timeout taken to the floor by Tibbs for the Knicks. 20-point lead for the Celtics. As the TD guarded erupts right now, and the Knicks have to burn a timeout. Yep, this is getting out of hand right now. Karl-Anthony Towns with 4 personal fouls. Karl-Anthony Towns, who is somehow leading the box score throughout the first half for the Knicks. He's got 10. He's the number 2 scorer right now on the team because Brunson's been limited to just 11. Drawing question marks right now for the Knicks. Cat is struggling keeping up with the physicality, trying to play with the Celtics' physicality. Yeah, the lights, once again, the first thing that I came on the stream and said today was I talked about the bright lights and Karl-Anthony Towns, that whenever it comes around playoff time, the lights just always seem to shine too bright. And right now, we're getting a taste of that in this series. 11 by Brunson, 10 by Cat. Nobody else can step up. 8 points by Anunoby. 8 points by Josh Hart. They're doing it on terrible efficiency. 38% shooting for New York. 6 for 18 from 3. 10 for 21 at the free throw line. It's been an awful game at the free throw line. Celtics got guys stepping up. They got 5 players in double figures. 14 by Jaylen Brown, 13 by Tatum, 13 by Pritchard, who has been excellent whenever he's played tonight. Pritchard's a plus 17. Derek White's got 13. Derek White's the top plus of the plus 19. 2 blocks, 7 rebounds for Derek White. Just punishing defense that the Celtics are giving them. And it's not like Porzingis is out there contesting shots, altering shots, blocking shots at the rim. He doesn't have any sort of injury designation or anything. Mazzulla just is keeping Porzingis on the bench. No points by Porzingis in this game. 13 minutes, 4 rebounds for him. So Porzingis is just not been a factor. He hasn't played in a long time. Yeah, the rebound number or the free throw numbers are so bad tonight for the Knicks that it's bad. It's like elementary school level free throw shooting right now. It's like what you'd see in like a recreational 9 or 10U game for free throw shooting. It's that bad. Like elementary school players, like 9, 10 years old, 11, 12s for sure. They're making like more free throw attempts than the Knicks at if it was like the AAU circuit or so. This is a recreational like it looks like rec league ball out there that they're shooting these free throws at. It's that bad. Karl-Anthony Towns sitting on the bench right now. 2 turnovers, 1 foul, 0 for 4 this quarter for Cat. He's on the bench currently as we come back to action. 6:14 remaining in the third. This is the 5 they got on the floor for New York. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, and Josh Hart. OG, kick out, quarter, 3, Hart over, Cornette got it. They really needed that one. 72-55, midway through the third. Celtics with their 5 in the court currently. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Luke Cornette, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard. Derek White catching fire, right down the chute, delivers. Bang, bang for D. White catching fire right now. 75-55. 4 for 9 from the perimeter this quarter. This is looking like the last game in the Game 5 against the Magic where they struggled from 3 going into halftime, and in the third quarter they started to take over and start to rip down shots. Anunoby knocks one from distance. 5.5 left to go in the third. Tatum has it here at the top of the key. Tatum off the screen set by Cornette, dribbles towards his left. Tatum cross-court pass finds Brown. Brown up fake, blow by, right pass Hart. Brown jacked up the 3, missed off the rim, no good. Tipped up to Hart for the defensive rebounds. As we approach the 5-minute mark left to go, White deflects it out of the hands of Hart. Picked up by Bridges in the corner to save the possession. Anunoby, open 3, bullseye. Lucky possession for the Knicks. They cut it down to 14. 75-61. Under 5 minutes left to go in the third. Yeah, what's interesting is Minnesota, they're 2-2 against the Thunder this season. That should be a really interesting season. Minnesota went deeper last year. If I still got Celtics and Thunder to make it to the finals, but Minnesota, they can definitely play spoiler into that. Derek White missed the 3 around the rim and out to rebound. Back it goes to the Knicks here. Brunson circles around the key. Yeah, interesting part about Cleveland, they're now 1-4 this season against Indiana. So they won 1-3 in the regular season against the Pacers. And the Pacers go like 12 guys deep. They do everything that the Cavs can do. Shoot, dribble, pass, knock down shots. It seems like they're doing that at a higher percentage and getting red hot in the playoffs. Indiana catching fire. Seems like they're just like a better shooting team than Cleveland, beating them at their own style and their own game. Free throw number 1 is good by Mitchell Robinson. That was a lucky free throw there as he left it straight line as it skidded off the front rim to the back and went in. It was just a completely straight free throw. I took Golden State in my bracket to face the Thunder in the conference finals. So I'm going to stick with my bracket, but honestly, I think it's going to be Minnesota. I had gone with Golden State and the Lakers. So that's where I took Golden State past the Lakers there, but I honestly think Minnesota could very well take that. I think Minnesota matches up pretty good against Golden State. Golden State had a tough time rebounding last night. Jumper by Brunson left it short off the rim. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. Jason Tatum tonight with a double-double. Right now, 13 points, 12 rebounds. Tatum drives to the elbow, kick out quarter. Sam Hauser, first time on the floor. That ball wasn't even close as he sent it over the cylinder and missed the 3. Yeah, much better with the allergies, so things going much, much better today. 13-point game all of a sudden. Brunson drives inside the key. Brunson, left-handed floater, got it. It's an 11-point game, and now Joe Mazzulla burned a timeout here. 3:39 left to go in the third quarter. Knicks have gone in their first run of the night. All right, starting to get a little bit interesting right now. Knicks outscoring the Celtics all of a sudden, 19-14 in the quarters. The Celtics were up by 20 at one point in this quarter. Yeah, this is concerning for the Knicks because the Celtics, they're probably not going to shoot 9 for 36 again from 3. 25% from 3 tonight. That's not going to happen. Just way too many options that the Celtics have. 16 points by Derek White. 14 by Brown, 13 points, 12 rebounds by Tatum. What's interesting tonight, Tatum scored 13 points in the first quarter. He's been scoreless ever since. He's been held in check, but he's played big time in the glass tonight. 13 off the bench by Pritchard. Drew Holiday's got 11. If Drew Holiday gets 11 in his first game back in a while, in a week and a half span, that's not good for New York. Anunoby with 14, Brunson and Hart with 11, Cat's got 10. Brunson's been neutralized, 3 for 10 shooting for him. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Knicks are making it interesting right now, down by 11, making this a game. I don't think there's any injury designation to Porzingis or anything. I I don't know why he hasn't played in a long time. I'm going to check to see if there's any sort of designation. There was nothing for a graphic on the screen. Didn't see anything for him. Like, why is he not playing? He hasn't played since, like, the midway part of the second quarter. Oh, wow. What in the world? So the Celtics tweeted out 15 minutes ago. It's like, again, like, what is Porzingis eating for lunch? Celtics tweeted out 15 minutes ago, Kristaps Porzingis illness, non-COVID, questionable to return. So Porzingis just randomly gets sick at the end of the first quarter. That's the second time that's happened against the Knicks. That happened like 5 minutes before tip-off. February 8th, the regular season game at New York, Porzingis got sick. And then that sickness spiraled into like a full month that he missed. Like they couldn't figure out like what he was dealing with. Like this is going to be like pollen allergies or something that Porzingis is dealing with, or some sort of like something that he ate for lunch. Designation as an illness for him. I don't know what's going on with his immune system or so, but he might want to look to take some stuff that can help him out. Because, yeah, he's been on and off, and it hasn't really been injury-related with any issues to his bones or anything. It's been more so just his immune system just can't keep up as Tatum and knocks down the three, coming back from the timeout. 78-64. That's a humongous three by JT. Brunson, guarded by Pritchard. 5 of the floor here for the Celtics look like this. Pritchard, Tatum, Hauser, Horford, and Cornette. Jepper, mid-range. Brunson connects on it. 12-point game right now with 3 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Jalen Brunson on the floor with OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, and Mitchell Robinson. 15 points now for Jalen Brunson. Tatum at the edge of the midcourt logo. Tatum jacks up a three, top of the key. Oh, he hits another one. JT, bang, bang, same play, straight away from the perimeter. 81-66. Jason Tatum looking to see if he can go off right here, right now. He's got 19 points, just showed his fourth triple in the night. Brunson, a runner, left it off the rim. Short Tatum collects the defensive rebound. 19 and 13 by Tatum for points and rebounds. Tatum drives to the elbow. Tatum, kick out at the wing. Horford, push pass. Hauser, three off the rim, no good. Tipped up to Robinson for the defensive rebound. Back it goes for New York here. Down by 15, running the floor. Josh Hart slicing the defense and scores. Approaching the 2-minute mark left to go. Josh Hart's up to 13. Tatum crosses midcourt. Jason Tatum's guarded by OG Anunoby, top of the key. Tatum, guarded by Brunson off the switch, has an opening, jacks up the three off the late defender. Closing out was Anunoby, missed it off the mark by Tatum. Anunoby running it out, the full court outlet pass ahead off to OG, and he dunks it through. Down to 11. 81-70, Josh Hart, good eyes up there, up the floor, was able to record an assist in transition off to OG. Celtics back with the basketball. Peyton Pritchard, defended at the right wing perimeter, working on Bridges. Towards his left off the dribble, switched here, defended by Hart. Pritchard, crossover at the wing, dribbles up, drives downhill at the low block. Pritchard, spin cycle, stumbled, and he gets the ball ripped away from his hands by Hart, stole away. Knicks with possession here. Step back three by Brunson, and he hits it. And it's only an 8-point game. 81-73. Josh Hart wincing right now in a little bit of pain currently. Celtics shooting just 6 for 17 this quarter. Tatum shovel pass outside Horford. Back into the hands to Tatum. Final minute left to go. Corner jumper. Horford that hit the rim short. Hasn't been his night as well. Al Horford just 4 points and 0 for 3 shooting. Brunson with possession here. Brunson at the mid-block. Defended by Pritchard 1-on-1. Jalen Brunson 10 in the shot clock. 40 seconds left to go. Brunson puts up the shot, no good, deflected back to Hart. Outside Anunoby, his three over Hauser, off the back, no good, tipped out to the perimeter. And a foul charge to Hauser. And I believe this is going to be 3 free throws coming up. Sam Hauser's in some pain right now, holding on to his right knee. Jalen Brunson getting his team right back in, and this should be 3 free throws coming up here for New York. Bad foul committed by Hauser. Hauser hasn't been able to do anything tonight. He's barely even played today. 4 minutes by Hauser, -6. That's not a good sign. Ooh boy, Sam Hauser walking towards the locker room limping. Sam Hauser has only played 4 minutes tonight, and he is limping towards the locker room. Yeah, he was holding on to his right knee for Hauser. Free throw number 1 is good. Missed. No good. It was no good. Missed by Anunoby there in the first free throw. Hauser. Some sort of knee injury. Looks like. 2 for 3 that trip at the line for OG. All of a sudden, it's only a 2-possession game, 81-75. Celtics, 25 seconds left to go. 4-second differential shot clock and game clock. Tatum at the left wing perimeter. Screen gets set by Cornette. Tatum dribbles towards his right. Tatum at the wing. 6 in the shot clock. 10 in the game clock. Tatum up fake. Tatum across court pass. Horford tries a 3 out. Horford got it. Big Al Horford. Bang, bang. Knocks down the triple. 9-point lead for the Celtics. Final seconds left to go to close out the third. Anunoby contested by Brown at the buzzer. Left it short as an air ball. And we close it out at the end of the third quarter. The Celtics up by 9, 84-75. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well as we close out here at the end of the third quarter. Celtics trying to pick up the dub in game 1. A 20-point lead is evaporated down to 9. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to get to Siegel in just a moment. Porzingis questionable to return due to an illness in this game. He's played 13 minutes, 0 points tonight for Porzingis. Yeah, so he was having issues. He missed like a full month of basketball due to an illness. It started on February 8th, the road game at the Knicks. He started off with an illness, and it lingered all the way to mid-March. So let's see here. Siegel puts out more detailed look. Porzingis missed a significant portion of the season, 8 games, due to a non-COVID illness described as an upper respiratory infection. Turned into something like bronchitis or mono. He returned to action March 15th against Brooklyn. 24 points, 32 minutes. Lingering fatigue. Continued to work on his recovery. Regained full strength. Now healthy, available to play. More detailed look. Missed a significant port. Yep. Yeah, so that went on for like around 40 days almost with his illness. So I remember when it started. It was 5 minutes before the opening tip against the Knicks back on February 8th. And it went all the way to March 15th, middle of March in the Brooklyn game for him. And Porzingis is right now questionable due to an illness. So I'm hoping it's just something different. Hopefully it's like nothing too severe, so like didn't feel well or so after eating lunch, like a stomach ache. That's like the best that you can wish for, that he'll wake up in the morning, he'll be fine tomorrow. But if it's allergies, I came back from Vermont on vacation on Patriots Day on like April 22nd. I was dealing with allergies because Vermont didn't have any leaves in the trees. Mass did, so I went from budding trees over here to no trees in bloom in Vermont. Still, they don't have trees in bloom in northern New England. Because I was watching one of the softball teams that I covered this season. UMass Dartmouth traveled to conference opponent Southern Maine, and Southern Maine didn't have any leaves in the trees over there still. I don't think they had leaves in the trees either for Keene State, too. Because I know up in New Hampshire, we went past that area like 2 weeks ago, and they had no leaves in the trees. There was still snow in some parts of New Hampshire. There is still snow in New Hampshire because there was hikers that were rescued this past weekend that got caught up in the snowstorm up there, shockingly. So there's still snow like northern New England, but over towards like Boston, like southern New England, the trees are in full bloom. It's a lot of allergies because I was dealing with the allergies from like since April 22nd, and now I'm like 95% clear, so much better. Much better compared to Friday, that's for sure. I had it for like a week and a half or so. So today's been the best day. I coughed a couple of times yesterday during stream. I haven't coughed tonight, which was good. Friday was a nightmare. Really bad on Friday. It started off with me not having the voice that I usually have earlier on last week around like Monday and Tuesday, but I'm like back to like almost normal tonight. Cornette outside finds Brown, back to the wing over to White here as we start off the fourth quarter. But yeah, you could be dealing with some sort of like allergy or so because it's been pretty bad over here. But it was raining today, so pollen should be down significantly in the forecast coming up later this week, which should help out if it is an allergy somehow for Porzingis. Missed 3 there by Drew Holiday to start off the fourth quarter. Knicks with the possession. Bridges gets right past White, dribbles up to the free throw circle. Jumper, 15-footer, left it off the back rim too long. A rebound secured by Horford. Celtics up by 9 with a possession right now. Holiday at the right wing, slides it off on top off to Brown. Brown, jab step, working on Cat. 12 in the shot clock. Jaylen Brown dribbles up. Free throw circle, jumper, step back, 18-footer, left it short as an air ball, and Pritchard unable to pick it up at the baseline off the fingertips out of bounds. It'll be Knicks ball. Natasha, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. Glad to have you back in the stream here. Pepe, welcome in. If you're new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. 75-25 right now for the poll in favor of the Celtics. Bridges, bounce pass, quarter, 3, got it. Miles McBride drills the triple. Yeah, that was a huge snowstorm. April 9th. I remember that day because I was covering a college lacrosse game. I was in Southeast Mass covering Wheaton College against Clark that day. And up at Clark, the baseball team for Wheaton played the same day, but they were at Clark and Worcester. And Worcester got 8 inches of snow that day. Like northern Mass got like 5 to 8 inches of snow towards like the Worcester Hills and up towards the Mass Pike area. Jumper at the wing, missed off the mark, no good by McBride. Cat though with offensive rebound putback. A 20-point lead is all of a sudden evaporated to 4. 10 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Knicks showing signs of life. Celtics down to 4 timeouts remaining. So does the Knicks. They got 4 timeouts left. White at the top of the key. Torres is left off the dribble. White guarded by McBride. Slides it over to Pritchard. Celtics got to close this out. They've been controlling this game, and now they're only up by 4. Pritchard, step back 3, left it off the rim too long. A rebound secured by Cat. Holiday's out of the play, sort up for the rebound, and he bounced off the hardwood. Holiday back in the play right now. Late on the coverage, though, for a 1-point game. No good off the back rim. Missed by McBride as Holiday was late to close out. Getting back on the defensive side of the floor. Celtics pick up the rebound, and finally, Joe Muzzillo will burn a timeout here. 9:26 left to go in the fourth quarter. This is way too close for comfort. Celtics cannot choke away this game tonight. They led by 20, and now they're only up by 4 with 9:24 remaining. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Way too close for comfort tonight. I'll be back in tomorrow night covering Cavs against Pacers Game 2. If you'd like to come on back, feel free to do so. And we shall see if the Pacers can make it 2-0 in the series against the Cavs. The Pacers are now 4-1 against Cleveland this season, going 3-1 in the regular season, plus the playoff win yesterday. 19 points, 13 rebounds by Jason Tatum, 16 points by Derek White, 14 by Jaylen Brown, 13 by Pritchard, 11 by Holiday. Porzingis questionable to return due to an illness. Sam Hauser, I'm going to see if I can get some updates on him. Only played 4 minutes tonight, went down due to a knee injury on a bad fall that he committed. Led the 3 free throws. Right now, this is anybody's game. Celtics tweeted out 2 minutes ago, Sam Hauser, right ankle sprain, questionable to return. So 2 guys down for the Celtics. Porzingis, illness, non-COVID, questionable. Sam Hauser, questionable ankle sprain. Foul trouble looks like this. 4 personal fouls by Luke Cornett, 3 personal fouls by Drew Holiday, 2 each by White, Brown, Horford, and Pritchard. Foul trouble for the Knicks looks like this. 4 personal fouls by Karl-Anthony Towns, 3 personal fouls by Brunson. Everybody else with 2, 1, or 0. Celtics have been dreadful from 3. Just 12 for 45 from 3-point range at 27%. Yeah, they're probably not going to be that bad from 3-point range again. For the Knicks, the Knicks should be winning this game. I talked about this at halftime. The Knicks are shooting elementary level at the free throw line. It's that bad tonight. They're 13 for 26 on free throws. The Knicks should be up right now 93-84 if they made every single one of their free throws. Yeah, injuries, man. The Celtics just can't stay healthy. They get everybody back healthy, and they can't even last a full game with these injuries. Like, you're going to have to do it when it comes down to the finals, going up against OKC or Minnesota. You're going to need everybody to win those games. This would be really sad if they can't close it out here tonight. This is going to be one heck of a battle at the end of the game. Jalen Brunson, NBA Clutch Player of the Year in 2025, going up against Derek White, who's been clutch big time in the fourth quarter. This is going to be one fantastic finish. This is not what could have happened if you're the Celtics. You needed to keep that lead around 15-20 because the Knicks are really good in crunch time. They got a clutch guy like Jalen Brunson that can make big-time shots. Look at what they did against the Pistons. They won multiple games by 1 possession against Detroit. 84-80. We come back to action right now. 9:24 left to go. Inbound goes to the Celtics. Tatum on the floor. Brown, Cornett, Holiday, and White. Tatum at the top of the key. Tatum crossover. Takes the 3 over Hart. Off the left part of the glass. No good. A rebound secured by Anunoby. That ball didn't even hit the rim there by Tatum. Knicks with possession, trailing by 4. Cat slides it off the Bridges. Bridges, Cat, Anunoby, Josh Hart, and Miles McBride. The 3-point shot is good by OG Anunoby. He has made shots late in the series matchups against the Celtics. He played for the Raptors back in the bubble with 0.5 seconds left to go. They stole the game, and the Celtics pick up the offensive foul. Turnover charge to Boston. 20-point lead has evaporated to 1 right now. The largest lead for the Knicks was 2 to start off the game, 2-0. Luke Cornett, an illegal screen, just picked up his 5th personal foul. Porzingis, questionable. Hauser, questionable. Luke Cornett with 5 fouls. Not looking good right now for Boston. Fall away. Bridges, no good off the mark. Holiday tipped it out of bounds. It's going to stay Knicks ball. How in the world did the third quarter play out so well, and then you just have human dominoes drop like flies in your team all of a sudden, one after one? In this game with bombshell after bombshell, with Porzingis' illness, Hauser going down, and now Cornett with 5 fouls. Here's a 3 for the lead. Cat no good. Left it as an air ball. Sail wide left of the rim. White collected the basketball. Derek White takes up the floor. White guarded by Anunoby at the right wing. Slides it off to Brown. The right baseline dribble. Brown up fake. Brown goes up. Brown contacted. Brown got fouled. Jaylen Brown, 2 free throws coming up. It's charged to Josh Hart on the shooting foul. Josh Hart picks up his 3rd personal foul. If you're doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. 2 free throws here by Jaylen Brown. First one's good. 85-83 Celtics. James, welcome in. No problem, man. Hope all is going well. Celtics led by 20, and all of a sudden, we get ourselves a 2-point game. Jalen Brunson was on the bench. He checks in to replace Miles McBride. Jalen Brunson, 2025 Clutch Player of the Year in the NBA. Free throw number 2 is good by Brown. Celtics by 3, 86-83. Jalen Brown's got 16 points tonight. Josh Hart crosses midcourt. He's working on Derek White, slides it over to the right wing into the hands to Bridges. Bridges, 10 in the shot clock, dribbles up to the free throw circle, now back out to the top of the key. Bridges drives downhill, a kick out to the corner. Hart with a 3 off the back rim, no good. Tatum controls his 14th rebound of the game. Jason Tatum, 19 points, 14 rebounds. Push pass, left corner 3. Derek White left it off the rim, short. Rebound secure by Cat. Only down by 3 for the Knicks. They look to race up the floor. Hart draws the foul. 2 free throws coming up, soaring over Horford, and Josh Hart's going to shoot free throws. Celtics got to be careful. Al Horford just picked up his 3rd personal foul. $7:42 left to go. Celtics struggling mightily from three-point range. Knicks, the inability to make a free throw, looking very elementary-like in this game. First free throw is missed. Celtics are 82% at the free throw line, 18 for 22. The Knicks are an abysmal 13 for 27 right now. Second free throw is good. It's a 2-point game. 7:40 left to go. Yep, this is way too close right now. Keith, welcome back in. Yeah, trending in the right direction, which is good. Edith, welcome back in. Yeah, this was a 20-point game at one point. Tatum, his pass broke it up. Intercepted by Anunoby out to the races. And he dunks it down with a right-hand slam. 86-86. Knicks reminding the Celtics that this is not going to be an early sweep in this series. They're going to try to take it as long as possible. They'll try it again here for Boston. Jalen Brown at the left wing, dribbles up, guarded by Brunson. Backs his way to the key, outside Tatum. Tatum at the right wing, dribbles, drives, floats up the shot, no good, rattled out, tipped by Holiday to Bridges for the defensive rebound. Knicks with possession, up the floor finds Brunson. Chance to take the lead right here, right now. The only lead in this game was when the Knicks got up 2-0, scoring the first basket by Josh Hart. Towns off to Bridges, outside the Towns, under 7 minutes left to go. Cat, guarded by Horford, 3 in the shot clock. Cat, spin cycle, Cat, blocked by Horford. Here goes the Celtics, looking to run with it up the floor. Derek White, cross-court pass finds Tatum, push pass left corner, Drew Holiday, open 3, got it! Bang, a bang, a Drew Holiday, money from the corner. Oh, that's a great sign to see. Drew Holiday showed up to play offense tonight for Boston. Drew Holiday, 14 points on 6 for 9 shooting as we have a timeout here. Taken to the floor, charge the Knicks. Major shot. That was a great push pass there by Derek White. It went off to Tatum, and then Tatum recorded the assist, putting it out to the corner off to Holiday. 89-86 with 6:24 left to go. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll be live once again tomorrow night covering Pacers against Cavs Game 2. I'll also be live covering Celtics Knicks Game 2 on Wednesday. Feel free to join back in and keep on coming back for future live streams here on the channel. Hit us up in the chat who you guys want to win this one. Type it in, Celtics or Knicks. What a game. Shouldn't be this close right now, that's for sure. Should not be this close. The bad tonight for the Knicks. The free throws are awful. 14 for 28 for New York. The Celtics, the bad, cannot make a 3. 13 for 48 from the perimeter. But that was a timely made 3 when you needed it the most there. Drew Holiday able to make a 3 from the corner. He's been efficient. 6 for 9 shooting. Crazy. Celtics at a 20-point lead. Jason Tatum's having a monster game on the glass. 19 points with 15 rebounds by Tatum. 16 each by White and Brown. Holiday with 14, 13 by Pritchard off the bench. Got to be able to lock up Jalen Brunson if the Celtics want to win this one. Jalen Brunson, 18 points. Number 2 score behind OG Anunoby. You got to find an answer to stop OG. 23 points on 5 for 9 shooting. Cats only got 12. Karl-Anthony Towns only 12 points tonight. McBride with 11 off the bench. Yeah, if you had the Celtics 8.5, if you took your eyes off this game when they were up by 20, might be a rude awakening for you tomorrow right here. If you took the Celtics to cover, you're sweating it out right now. Holy smokes. Gotta find your groove if you're Boston. Yeah, Porzingis is dealing with an illness. So he's questionable to return due to an illness. He played in the first quarter and then just disappeared and never played the rest of this game with an illness. Sam Hauser, right ankle sprain, questionable to return. So the Celtics are down 2 guys, plus Luke Cornett has 5 personal fouls. Yeah, it's not even like Porzingis has been injured with, like, dealing with, like, injuries to his body and bones. It's been, when he's been out for, like, the last, like, 2 months, it's because his immune system has been struggling, keeps on feeling sick. We get back to action here. Brunson at the right wing perimeter. Brunson drives in Horford. Brunson, a runner right over White. Left it off the rim. Short tip to Hart, though, for the offensive rebound. New 14 on the shot clock for the Knicks. OG Anunoby, he leads the way with 23. Anunoby inside the key. Stumbled off the dribble, kept it alive though. Kick out corner. Wide open 3 for the tie, and he's got it. Jalen Brunson unguarded in the corner. A mental defensive breakdown there by the Celtics. 89-89. Boston with the basketball. Horford on the floor with Holiday, Tatum, White, and Brown. Holiday, corner 3, missed off the mark. No good. Brown tips to the Horford for the offensive rebounds. Out to the top of the key here off the Tatum. Tatum guarded by Cat here. 1-on-1. 8 in the shot clock. Tatum, step back 3. Off the back rim, no good. Holiday with the offensive rebound. Holiday outside finds Brown. New 14 in the shot clock. Jaylen Brown dribbles to the rim. Soars up and he scores with a left-hand layup. 2 offensive rebounds by the Celtics, and finally they capitalize. 91-89, 15-9 offensive rebounds in favor of the Celtics tonight. New York with possession. Jalen Brunson at the left wing, guarded by Holiday 1-on-1. Brunson towards his right around the perimeter. Brunson switch defended by Tatum. Kick out corner off to Hart. Hart dish outside to Anunoby. Anunoby step back 3 in the air. Off the back rim, no good. Tip to the perimeter. Offensive rebound for the 10th board of the night and the offensive glass for the Knicks. New York with a new 14 in the shot clock. Brunson, crossover, drives on Brown at the elbow. Brunson, off fake, leans forward, gets fouled by Jaylen Brown. 2 free throws coming up with 4:40 on the clock for Jalen Brunson. Chance to tie it up at 91. The Knicks should be leading this game. New York is shooting 14 for 28 at the free throw line, 50%. 2 free throws by Brunson. The first one is good. 1-point game. Yeah, the Celtics were up by 20 points at one point in the third quarter. Second free throw by Brunson. That's good. Hopefully the result will be a good one tonight here, Jeffrey. Enjoy the rest of your night, man. 91-91. Celtics with possession. Knicks led just once in this game, 2-0. They scored a first basket after the opening tip. Brown catching fire 3 off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Hart. Knicks with possession. 4:20 left to go. They have never led by 3 or greater. They can do so if they make this shot right here. Jalen Brunson defended by Holiday at the right wing perimeter. Jalen Brunson, the NBA clutch player of the year in 2025. Step back 3 over Horford. He's got it. Jalen Brunson starting to heat up right now in the clutch. 4 minutes left to go. on the road for the Knicks. Their first lead, actually, since it was 33-31. They led 2-0 and then 33-31. Missed 3 at the wing by White. Offensive rebound, Holiday. Corner 3 off the rim, no good. Hit the top of the backboard. It's out of bounds. It's going back to the Knicks. This is dreadful. This is dreadful right now by the Celtics. They cannot buy a bucket here in this fourth quarter, being outscored 19-7 in the fourth quarters. We have a timeout we're going to go to right now. It looks like 3:48 left to go. Yep. Knicks will burn a timeout. 3:48 remaining. Knicks will burn one. New York's down to 2 timeouts. Celtics down to 3 timeouts. You couldn't ask for a worse game from the perimeter. And they've had the looks. It's just the Celtics cannot make their threes tonight. 13 for 53 from three-point range at 24.5%. There's been no hot hand from the perimeter. That's an issue. Derek White is 4 for 15 from 3. Jason Tatum 4 for 12. Drew Holiday 2 for 6. Peyton Pritchard 2 for 5. Al Horford's 1 for 4. And look at Jaylen Brown. Oh, goodness. Jaylen Brown, a poor night efficiency-wise. 0 for 9 from 3. I talked about it a couple of streams ago. Jaylen Brown shooting 39% from 3 in home games this season. He's shooting 29% on the road. This is a home game right now. What are you doing, Jaylen Brown? You're 0 for 9 from 3. You're 6 for 18 from the floor in a playoff game. This is the conference finals MVP, the NBA finals MVP, shooting 6 for 18 tonight. 0 for 9 from 3. 94-91, Knicks with the basketball here. Jalen Brunson heating up right now for New York. Guarded by Horford once again on the switch. Looking to take that matchup. Jalen Brunson, he's got 26. Jalen Brunson, crossover, step back three over Horford again. He hits it. Jalen Brunson, back-to-back threes on switches over Big Al Horford. 97-91. Celtics in trouble right now. Brown goes up, gets followed by Bridges. 2 free throws coming up here for Jaylen Brown. Oh boy. Celtics a Fuka Choka on a 20-point lead. Stumbled and crumbled like the crumble cookie on Cinco de Mayo. Oh boy. 2 shots here coming up in the free throw line. Ain't gonna be no eating out at Qdoba after the end of this game on Comm Ave for the Celtics. Ain't gonna be no eating out tomorrow on the Cape at San Diego's for the Celtics. Ain't gonna be none of that. Ain't gonna be any La Fiesta coming up soon for this team eating out. Both of the free throws good at the line. 97-93. 20 points for Jaylen Brown, doing it with really low efficiency right now. As we approach the 3-minute mark left to play, Jalen Brunson, guarded by Drew Holiday around the perimeter. Brunson towards his right, switch guarded by Al Horford, the matchup he wants. The pass deflected into the hands of Hart. Shovel pass left corner, Anunoby. 3 minutes left to go. Takes the jumper, no good. Missed it at the baseline, came up short. Up the floor, here goes Tatum. Tatum attacks the paint. Ball gets poked loose out of bounds. And the clock will stop with 2:50. Now there was contact here. Referees roll it a loose ball foul. In transition, reaching in, charged to Jalen Brunson on the outlet pass off to Tatum. So Tatum's going to get free throws right now on this. So 2 shots by Tatum down to 2:50 left to go. So it was in transition, charged to Brunson. First free throw, Tatum got it. 3-point game, 97-94. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What a game. Was not expecting a 20-point comeback, but wow. Second free throw, got the bounce. Good by Tatum. 97-95, 2:50 left to play. Inbound goes to Brunson. Jalen Brunson on the floor. Karl-Anthony Towns, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby. Celtics 5 in the court. Carly, Drew Holiday, Al Horford, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Top of the key with Brunson. Brunson finds a wide opening. It's an offensive foul, though. Charge to New York. Turnover for the Knicks. Celtics going to have the basketball back with 2:35 left to go. Jalen Brunson pushing off on Drew Holiday to create separation right there, and the Knicks turn it over. Celtics with the basketball. Tatum has it at the top of the key. Tatum guarded by Cat 101 around the perimeter. Tatum playing iso ball, dribbles up inside, lob pass over the top, Holiday, kick out corner, open three, Derek White got it, kaboom, Celtics by 1, 98-97, 2:15 left to go, as we have a timeout taken to the floor, a major three by D. White for the quarter. Jason Tatum, entry pass lob to Drew Holiday, and Drew Holiday just always seems to make the right decision. Instead of going up with a contested layup over 2 defenders, he kicked it out to a wide-open corner three. And Derek White, who's been low-key in the clutch this season, made a massive, massive three right there. 19 points, just drilled his 5th three of the game. He's been super aggressive tonight. 16 attempted threes, 5 for 16 from the perimeter. But if it doesn't go down, try again. And Derek White saw that there was an open gap, uncontested, and drilled an uncontested three from the near side corner. Massive three. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll be back in tomorrow. Pacers, Cavs, Game 2 of the series. Also, we'll be back in for Celtics Game 2 against the Knicks here on Wednesday. Hit us up in the chat who you guys got to win here, Celtics or Knicks, folks. Feel free to let us know where you guys are watching from out here as we connect the world out here in these streams. What a game. $98-97 on Cinco de Mayo. It's either going to be a Celtics party, going out to eat Mexican, headed over to Tenoch in Somerville, or no, it's going to be a sad, sad Cinco de Mayo. We shall see how it plays out in the final 2 minutes of this game. Knicks with possession. Jalen Brunson at the top of the key, crossover, defended by Horford, gives it out to his left, and missed the mark of the pass. It's a turnover. Jalen Brunson, bad pass as he swung it in between 2 of his players. Nobody tried to cut to the ball as the ball sliced between 2 of those players, sailed to the front row of the seats on the bounce. Celtics with it. Minute 50 left to go. Jason Tatum brings up the floor. Tatum at the top of the key, dribbles towards his left, defended by Cat. Tatum steps into an open three. No good. Around the rim and out to rebound secure by Holiday to continue with a new 14 in the shot clock. Tatum at the top, working on Brunson. Tatum, a crossover. No look pass right corner. Off to Tatum once again from Horford. Tatum, step back three again. Off the back rim, no good. A rebound secure by Anunoby. Swings it off to Brunson now. Up the floor. Jalen Brunson, minute 20 left to go in the 4th quarter. Jalen Brunson defended by Holiday. Might need overtime for this game potentially. Brunson dribbles, drives, dish outside. Anunoby, open three, got it! 100-98, the Knicks take the lead. Final minute left to go. Here we go, folks. Derek White crosses midcourt. Swings it off to Holiday, into the hands to Brown. Jaylen Brown off the double, fires a bullet down low. Drew Holiday scores, up and off the backboard. Oh, what a pass right there by Jaylen Brown. Knicks with possession. 1 timeout remaining for New York. Celtics with 2 timeouts left. 14 on the shot clock, 44 to game clock. Top of the key with Brunson. Brunson defended by Horford. Might need overtime for this one here, folks. Swings it off to Bridges. Kick out to the wing. Anunoby up fake. Deep 2 jumper off the rim. No good. Huge rebound ripped away by Derek White as he got tied up here on the floor of a jump ball coming up. Derek White came up with a defensive rebound and then got tied up with it. Or check that. Did they take the timeout with that? Did the Celtics get the timeout off? Oh, he did. It's Celtics timeout. Not jump ball tie-up, it's Celtics timeout. Derek White, rebound and timeout. Got it before the tie-up was enforced. Celtics going to have the basketball coming up. 100-100 with 28 seconds left. He got the timeout. Wow. Derek White hauled in the defensive rebound, fell down to the hardwood with it, and before the Knicks were able to tie him up, he had signaled timeout. And in between multiple bodies, what a call there by the referees to see that Derek White was signaling timeout. What a call by the refs. I don't know how in the world they saw that between multiple bodies inside the key. That's an incredible call going in the Celtics' direction that they were able to see the timeout. That's amazing refereeing right there. 100-100, one timeout for both of these teams remaining. I would like Derek White to go out and win this game. I think if you're looking at a clutch player here for the Celtics, I feel like Derek White's the most clutch out of anybody. Inbound here will go to Boston. Tatum inbounds off to White. 28 seconds remaining. Here we go, folks. 100-100. Derek White, 6-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Edge of the midcourt logo. He's defended by Bridges 101. Bounce pass over to Tatum. Tatum at the left wing. Tatum. 14 seconds left to go. Tatum, top of the key, playing iso ball. A step back three for Tatum for the lead. No good off the back rim. White couldn't hold the rebound. And it's the Knicks who secured a defensive rebound with 5.5 seconds left to go. And they burn a timeout. So close for Derek White. If this was college basketball, that would have been an over-the-back Cooper flag-like on Derek White over the top of Bridges. But what a battle there between Bridges and White for the rebound. It left the fingertips of White and drifted on Miles McBride, who came down with it as the Knicks burned the timeout. 5.5 seconds left to go. New York will have the basketball on the final possession. And the NBA Clutch Player of the Year, Jalen Brunson, with a chance to win the game. What a game. Knicks are out of timeout. Celtics with one timeout remaining. If you're new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We might need overtime to decide this one today. I'll be back in live tomorrow covering Pacers against Cavs game 2 and also Celtics Knicks game 3 on Wednesday. What a game. Tatum needed to stop playing iso ball there. I talked about Derek White in the clutch, has been excellent in clutch. I feel most confident, honestly, with White taking a shot for the final shot over anybody else in the team. Tatum hunts down way too many iso ball matchups. 5.5 seconds left to go. Here we go. They advance it to the front court. It'll be the Knicks basketball. Mikal Bridges near side front court, the inbound passer. Bridges looking for the inbound. Looking for Brunson to get open. Can't. He's away from the play. Inbound. Hart to Bridges. Celtics give a foul with 5. That's not bonus. Celtics with a foul to give. 5 seconds left to go. It's on Horford reaching in. So a foul to give for Boston. And the Knicks will have to reset here with another inbound. Knicks are out of timeout. Celtics with one timeout remaining. Jalen Brunson this time will be the inbound passer. Celtics with one timeout remaining. That could be critical if they come up with a quick defensive rebound. Inbound to Cat. Cat, lob, Brunson, downhill to the rim, right over Horford. Halfway down, and it went out. Jalen Brunson missed it. 0.1 seconds left to go. Horford with a rebound, and the Celtics got their final timeout. 0.1 remaining in game 1 in the fourth quarter. Looking like we're going to go to overtime unless the Celtics can capitalize on a tip-in at the buzzer with 0.1. There might be more time that comes into play as well. Jalen Brunson for the win. Runner over Horford off the glass. Just a tad too strong. Jalen Brunson, they drew it up correctly. Runner just missed it a little bit too close off a bank. 0.1 is what we got right now on the clock. Porzingis is out for this game due to illness. So they could really use Porzingis. But he is out for this game due to illness. We might need overtime here. We may need overtime. They put back 0.5 of a second on the clock. 0.6. 0.6 seconds remaining. Celtics going to have 0.6 as they advance it over to their front court. 100-100. Might need overtime to determine the winner here in Game 1. What a game. 0.6. Derek White, far side front court, will be the inbound passer on the floor with Tatum, Holiday, Horford, and Brown. Derek White will be guarded by Miles McBride here off the inbound. Derek White. He's going to be the inbound passer. The referee gives Derek White the basketball. Looking for an opening right now. Derek White, inbound corner. Tatum, turnaround shot at the buzzer, and that was not even close. Tatum airballs it at the buzzer. We close out the end of the fourth quarter, and we need overtime to determine a Game 1 winner. Type in the chat here, OT out in the chat. Let's get that OT hype out in the chat. What a game. Celtics choked in a 20-point lead. They're going to need 5 more minutes to determine this one. Jason Tatum taking a lot of poor shots. Playing the iso ball. Step back 3. Contested J after contested J. That's going to have to change in overtime. Celtics going back to a lot of their old habits for them tonight. Attempting way too many threes and breaking way too many threes. Got to take it downhill and play to the rim. Celtics tonight are just 14 for 56 shooting the 3. Actually, 14 for 57. They rolled out a 3. Missed by Tatum at the buzzer there off the turnaround with 0.6. So, 14 for 57 at 24.6% from the perimeter. Foul trouble looks like this. 5 personal fouls by Luke Cornett. 4 personal fouls by Al Horford. Celtics lacking interior bigs right now. Porzingis out for this game due to illness. Celtics really lacking size and rim protection. 3 personal fouls by Jaylen Brown. 3 personal fouls by Jrue Holiday. So they are limited in what they got because the foul trouble due to Cornett and Horford, and also Porzingis is out due to illness. 4 personal fouls each by Karl-Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson. Everybody else playing with 3 or fewer for fouls. Yeah, other games got delayed right now, so Nuggets Thunder yet to tip off just yet. Jason Tatum's having a massive game on the glass. 21 points, 15 rebounds. Just 6 for 21 from the floor. 4 for 15 from 3-point range. Hunting down the way too many matchups. Playing the iso ball tonight for Tatum. He's got to go back to what was working in Magic series, and that was playing downhill, getting to the rim, playing through contact, getting and ones. Whenever he had an open look, he would take that shot and make that shot. Tonight he's not doing that. He's attempting a bunch of contested shots. Jaylen Brown with 20, having a rough game efficiency-wise as well. Just 6 for 18 shooting, 0 for 9 from 3. Jrue Holiday, low-key, has been excellent. 16 points, 7 for 12 today. Pritchard's got 13 off the bench. Derek White, a lot of great shots he made late in this game. 19 points, 9 rebounds for Derek White. 5 made threes. Here we go. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. As we start off the overtime session, Knicks control the opening tip. Right to left on the floor for New York. Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby in overtime. Celtics are 4-2 in overtime in the regular season. Knicks went 6-2 in overtime. Top of the key, Brunson. Off the rim, no good. Tip to the perimeter. Cat right back to Brunson for the offensive rebound. Brunson again, off the mark, no good. Tipped it by Brown to White for his 10th rebound. And White got tripped up and fouled. That's on Josh Hart, who picked up the reach and foul. Josh Hart has to be careful. That's now his 4th personal foul tonight by him. Yeah, Celtics blew a 20-point lead. Celtics with their first possession in OT. Tatum on the floor with Brown, Holiday, White, and Horford. At the left wing, Jaylen Brown up fake, dribbles up free throw circle. Lob pass off to Holiday, low block outside White. White around the perimeter. He's guarded with 6 in the shot clock, working on Hart. Lob down low, Horford, double team, kick out, corner. Holiday gonna get off a shot here. He does, and he's blocked as the buzzer goes off. Shot clock violation charged to Boston. Bad possession to start things off for the Celtics. Knicks getting the Celtics confused here offensively. Derek White was open at the top, too. Holiday just had to heave one up and got it blocked. Knicks back with the basketball. Jalen Brunson, edge of the midcourt logo, gets the way over to Bridges. Bridges at the right wing perimeter. Bridges at the corner, guarded by Horford. Bridges, jumper, deep two. Oh, that's not close. Tatum controls the rebound. Grazed off the front rim. Celtics with the basketball right now. Boston up the floor off the Brown. Jaylen Brown jab step at the left wing. Jaylen Brown attacking inside the paint, working on Cat. Kick out corner off to Horford, deflected. Intercepted by Mikal Bridges here for New York. What a play he made, and they take it right to the rack. OG Anunoby dunks it down, plus a foul from behind. 102-100, he's going to have a free throw coming up. Celtics are all out of sorts right now. New York lost the last time in overtime in April against the Celtics last month, the final week of the regular season. Right now, the Celtics looking like they're undermanned. Free throw is good by OG. 103-100. Three-point play complete. Celtics right now in trouble. OG plays with that killer instinct. 29 points for Anunoby. Him and his former teammate Pascal Siakam for Indiana now. Those two guys really play with a lot of killer instinct out there. Step back three in the air. Drew Holiday kaboinks it off the back rim. No good. Tipped to the bounds. And it's off of Bridges. Bridges goes down hard, hitting the deck face first. 3:07 left to go. Mikal Bridges hits the deck, gets back up. Damn. Celtics looking like out of sorts right now. 103-100. Jason Tatum. The inbound passer right now. Slides it off to Derek White. Into the hands to Tatum. Tatum at the right wing perimeter. Dribbles towards the left and the outside. Tatum guarded by Brunson right now. Tatum crossover at the left wing. 4 in a shot clock. Trying to do it himself. Tatum iso ball jumper. Deep two. Airballed it. Derek White puts it up. No good. Missed it. Off the back rim. Celtics with 2 chances. Couldn't get it a drop. And the Knicks come up with the basketball here. New York. Chance to go up by 2 possessions with a made bucket. Josh Hart, top of the key. 2:40 and under left to play. Josh Hart fires a bullet down low. Anunoby burning the Celtics recently. OG, kick out corner. Open 3. Got it. Mikal Bridges. It's a 6-point lead for New York. A major big U by the Celtics tonight. 106-100. Derek White slows it down. You're down by 6. You gotta go here. Start to push it. Horford outside off to White. Lob inside off to Tatum. Tatum puts it up. He scores. Up and it off the backboard. 106-102. As we approach the 2-minute mark left to play. New York with possession. Crossing midcourt. Josh Hart. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, into the hands to Brunson. Brunson at the edge of the midcourt logo, dribbles up now. Brunson drives downhill with a teardrop, no good. And the tip-in is good. Karl Anthony Towns for 2 off the tap-in. Minute 40 left to go in overtime. Celtics in trouble, down by 6. Boston with possession. Drew Holiday at the top of the key, dribbles towards his right around the perimeter, slides it off to Horford here. On top finds Tatum. Tatum guarded by Anunoby. Switch by Cat around the perimeter. Tatum needing to make a big-time shot. Tatum drive. Kick out to the wing. Jaylen Brown kick out. Corner out. Horford takes the 3. Off the rim. No good. Holiday with a huge offensive rebound. With a new 14 on the shot clock. Brown. Open 3. Got it. Jaylen Brown on his 10th made 3 of the night. Drills a 3. Finally. 1:10 left to go. Knicks with possession. Jalen Brunson at the top of the key. As we approach the final minute left to play in this game. Brunson at the right wing. Brunson guarded by Holiday. Brunson for the shot clock. Brunson deep 2. No good off the mark. Brown controls the defensive rebound. Celtics to tie with a made 3. Chance to pull up, win 1 with a made 2. Jaylen Brown, shifty, dribbles, drives, right down the lane inside. Oh, it's a big U. He blew a wide open layup. Jaylen Brown blew a wide open layup. Knicks here with the basketball. 30 seconds left to go in overtime. Jalen Brunson slows it down. 18-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Brunson, top of the key. Brunson, pocket pass. Hart, 3 in the timer. Hart with a 3. Hart takes it. Off the rim, no good. White with a defensive rebound. Celtics with 2 timeouts. You can burn one if you want here. Tatum, time's coming off the clock. You got 8 seconds to force double overtime. Tatum, pass deflected. Brown, 4. Brown, 3 for the tie. Goes up. And he got fouled with 3. He got fouled with 3 seconds left to go. And we are going to determine if this was on the shot or not on the shot where the Knicks gave the foul. Jaylen Brown. Was it on the shot or not? That's going to determine this game. Way too much time went off the clock. A Fuka Choka on a 20-point choke lead. And right now, the referees are discussing whether this was on the shot by Karl-Anthony Towns or on the reach-in before he went up into the shot motion. Timeout taken on the floor by the Celtics here. This is getting sorted out at the monitor. 3 seconds left to play as we head over to the timeout, and the referees are going to determine whether this will be an inbound coming up or free throws. Wow. Crushing. How in the world do you choke a 20-point lead on your home floor? How is that possible? 1 timeout remaining for Boston, 2 timeouts remaining for New York. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified here for future live streams. I'll be back in tomorrow night covering Pacers against Cavs Game 2, and also I'll be live for Game 2 coming up for Celtics Knicks on Wednesday. How is this possible that the Celtics blew a 20-point lead? Referees, as we're awaiting the call here by the officials, whether this was on the shot or on the floor. I believe it's on the floor. It's on the floor. This will be an inbound for the Celtics. 3 seconds left to go. Derek White, the inbound passer. White, look at the inbound, and nobody can get open. The Celtics with 1 timeout left, and they have to burn their final timeout. Celtics have to burn their final timeouts. If I'm Joe Mazzulla, I'm inbounding to somebody close to White and then giving it right back to White to stick in a corner 3. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm drawing up right now. I'm having Derek White, who is right now the inbound passer, get back the basketball on a give and go and tie this game up with a corner 3. That's what I'm doing there if I'm Joe Mazzulla. I'm not going with an ISO ball to Tatum. I'm not going with an ISO ball with Jaylen Brown. Here's the numbers tonight. Jason Tatum putting up Kyrie Irving type numbers in 2019 for the Celtics in the playoffs. 7 for 23 tonight for Tatum. 4 for 15 from 3-point range. Massive game on the glass with 16 rebounds. Jaylen Brown, 7 for 20 shooting, 1 for 10 from 3. I would go right back to Derek White. Derek White, 5 for 16 from 3. I mean, nobody else has made 5 threes. I would plead the case for this ball to go to Derek White. Nuggets lead the Thunder 13-10. That game is well in progress. Here we go. 3 seconds remaining. 45 missed 3-point shots for the Celtics tonight. That is the most out of any team in the NBA playoff history. What a terrible night for Boston. Derek White inbound, goes across the floor, will not go to White. It's going to go to Jaylen Brown, and he gets ripped away by Bridges to win the game for the New York Knicks. 108 to 105, the final score of Fuka Choka. They said Lakers in 5. This could be Knicks in 5. Terrible game here for the Celtics. Oh, gosh. What in the world are you doing drawing up an inbound to a guy who shot the ball 1 for 10 from 3? Major reality check tonight for Joe Mazzulla, who could be the next Michael Malone in the future. Oh, boy. How in the world do you draw up a play for Jaylen Brown to attempt a cross-court heave pass off an inbound for a 3 in the opposite side of the floor when you're 1 for 10 from 3 in a playoff game. Makes zero sense. The Boston Celtics choked a 20-point lead to the New York Knicks. I cannot believe what I just saw right there. Cannot believe what I just saw. A game that you should have, could have, very well was out on the full platter for you to take, and you couldn't take it. Just shocking. Absolutely shocking. And now you're undermanned. An injury with Sam Hauser, an illness with Porzingis. This was not a good time to pick up a loss, because you're going into game 2 undermanned without the ultimate game changer, potentially Porzingis, if he can't shake off an illness. This is very, very concerning right there. How in the world do you lose this game? You tossed up bricks. 15 for 60 from 3. Every single time I streamed during the regular season, when they attempted those 63s, like the loss against Memphis back in December, it would result in a loss. When they attempt 50, 55, 60, 65 threes, it results in a loss. They missed 45 threes, the most threes ever missed by a team in a playoff game ever in NBA history. It's only game 1, but really concerning that they blew this 20-point lead and they got just 1 full day of rest to figure it out. With they're not sure what rotations they're going to have in terms of guys available for the next game, because Porzingis might not be back from illness. Hauser looked like a pretty bad injury with a right ankle sprain for him. He might miss the entire series. So all of a sudden, 2 guys shorter off the bench. You go from a 9-man rotation to now a 7-man rotation in this series all of a sudden. And this is question marks all over the place here. Unbelievable. Just at a complete loss for words. How in the world do you blow a 20-point lead? No hot hands tonight. Peyton Pritchard only got 24 minutes. He was 3 for 6 from the floor. Like, give him a chance. Peyton Pritchard had 13 points. 24 minutes for Pritchard, scoring those 13 points. Jaylen Brown went 1 for 10 from 3, and that's who they drew up. They drew up and had him attempt the final shot. I don't think that should have been like that right there. Drew Holiday played pretty well tonight, coming back from injury. 16 by Holiday, coming back from injury. But man, Tatum and Brown, your 2 superstar players, they combined to shoot 14 for 43 in game 1 of the playoffs. And just a terrible game by both the Jays tonight. Just weren't there. Weren't there. Tatum had 16 rebounds. Massive game in the glass, but like, just wasn't there. Only could muster 23 points in this one. Thanks for joining in tonight for this game. Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby. This is concerning for the Celtics. The Knicks went 17 for 31 at the free throw line and still won this game. I mean, the Celtics aren't going to shoot 15 for 60 from 3-1 again. Once again, I'd hope not. But still, 17 for 31 at the free throw line for New York, and they still managed to win this game. That's, for the team that hadn't won against any signature opponents, 0 for 10 against the top 3 teams in the league, the Celtics, the Cavs, and the Thunder, and they win on their 11th try against the Celtics. Like, they got clutch guys. And this is what happened. Yeah, Alan just put out in the chat, Knicks winning all the close playoff games. They get the clutch player of the year. And this is the Celtics got to be aware of that. Like, if these games are coming down to the wire, like single-digit games in the final minutes, it's going to go right to the Knicks. It's not going to be a good sign for the Celtics to squeak out these wins, because Jalen Brunson, NBA clutch player of the year, and he showed up in a big way in half 2. 29 points for Brunson, 29 points for Anunoby. Anunoby, him and Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, those are some really good players that's right now in the second round of the playoffs, both for New York and Indiana, that they play just with a really just a killer instinct, that they play with like a hungriness to them. Anthony Edwards, he plays with hunger for him. I didn't see that type of hunger out of the Celtics team today. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with a hungriness. I got to see that type of hunger. Russell Westbrook, Game 7 for the Nuggets against the Clippers, played with a hunger. And did not see that hunger today. And hopefully the Celtics able to play with that hungriness, bounce-back mentality like they've done all season long. Celtics are 20-2 following a loss this season. Really going to need it in Game 2 because you don't want to go down 0-2 to MSG on a Saturday for Game 3. Wow, this one really, I think, caught everybody off guard. 20-point lead, Celtics were cruising, and then completely collapsed. Haven't seen a collapse like this out of this team in a long time. 108-105, the final score to overtime. Thanks all for joining in, and we're going to close out here to the channel members. I'll be back live tomorrow night covering Pacers against Cavs. Feel free to join in. Also, we'll be back live Celtics, Knicks on Wednesday, and hopefully Celtics able to bounce back in that one. We're going to close out to the channel members. Jason, Bradley, Warren, Kelly, I Am Ghost, the Naija Player, Asia, Ice Ice Baby, Katie, Oki, STA Sports Talk Channel, Lonely Satellite, Michael, John, Norma, Jonathan, Guido, Mark, and Jobo. I'll get a shout out here at the end of every single one of my live streams. That membership link is pinned into the chat, as low as $1.99 per month for special shout outs at the end of these live streams. Thanks all for joining in. I don't know what in the world I saw tonight, but the second half was not good by the Celtics. Celtics went into halftime. They dominated early on, blew a double-digit point lead, led as many by 20 in the early stage of the third, and choked on a big one in overtime. 108-105 the final score. Thanks for joining in. We'll see if they can bounce back like they've done on Wednesday. They're 20-2 in bounce-back games this year. Going to have to do it on Wednesday and bounce back to even it up at one apiece. Thanks all for joining in, everybody. Hopefully a better night on Wednesday. I'll catch you guys soon. I'll be back live tomorrow night covering Cavs against Pacers as well, so feel free to join in if you guys would like for that one. Also, live for Game 2 of this series as well Wednesday. Thanks all for joining in, and enjoy the rest of your Monday night.